What it do? What it do? I see we got two real homies in the house. This is an almost impromptu live stream that I'm going to be doing tonight. It is something that I've thought about a while. I'm going to go ahead and bring myself on the screen here without any further ado. Bear with me here. What is going on? What is going on? Welcome to a Points Blank Experience. I am your host that sometimes does the most. It's your boy Rod, founder of the entire Points Blank Network. I decided to do this live stream on this channel, and you're going to hear about it a little later, why I'm doing it only on this channel and not all three of my channels, my primary channels anyway. Hope everybody's having a happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a relaxing evening. What's going on, Team Lena? Go get a bag. How you doing, my sister? How you doing? See, we got two people in here. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And what we're going to be tonight, what's up, Tanya? What we are going to be doing, what I plan on doing here shortly is I am going to be dropping the link. And when I drop the link, it's going to be for any seasoned content creator and any person that's thinking about becoming a YouTuber or a content creator. Although I'm focusing on YouTube, a lot of what I'm going to say tonight can apply to any social media platform. This is going to be real informal. I'm not trying to follow. I have some notes, but I don't have a script. Do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I won't time y'all animotor or whatever. Just make sure you simple guidelines. Be respectful here and don't offend anyone, and you'll be all right. You can hang on in here. Just chill out and have a good time and learn something, hopefully. What's up, my co-host? We got Vic Yours. We got Team Lena. Go get a bag. Just asking for a friend. All three content creators here. And one of the things I want to talk about, man, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Hit that like button. Hit the share it out. Tell somebody about it. Right now, use your community tab because hopefully we're going to be putting out some information tonight. You're a popular YouTuber. Respectfully, just wait. All right. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. One of the things I'm going to be talking about tonight is cocky versus confident. And there's a very thin line between that. But just to give y'all a little background about myself, I do have multiple YouTube channels. I have a podcast, Real Talk with Rod. I haven't been active over there lately, probably in a couple of years lately. And I'm going to discuss all three of the channels, and then I'm going to focus on not my channel. I'm going to focus on any channel, whether you're large, whether you're small, some of the things I've learned. The reason I'm going to drop the link, hey, what's going on, Shay? How you doing? The reason I'm going to drop the link is because I want everyone to hear other perspectives. I'm not a YouTube guru. I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm just a guy that's on YouTube that did some things, learned some tricks, had some falls, had some downfalls, and I'm here today to still talk about it. Oh, man. And now, hey, animated, don't do all that. Just be here, man. Just be here. I don't need no shorts. You can. I don't care what you do, man. Just do whatever you want to do. You ain't got to. Tonight, we're not about promoting. We're here to learn about YouTube. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, when it comes to Points Blank Travel, which is my flagship channel, let's talk about this channel first. Let's talk about the Points Blank Experience first. This was actually my second channel, and I often look at my channels as children. And when I'm going to have to revert back to the first channel, but I want to talk about this channel. This channel was the second channel, and it caught some hard times. And when I say hard times, I compared it to the first channel. I wanted it to be like the first channel, and it wasn't. If that was the case, I would have just only had one channel. So going back to the first channel, I was probably like most of the people out there, didn't know anything about YouTube. I wasn't camera shy. I wasn't afraid to speak publicly. All right, thank you, man. Thank you. Subscribe and like, appreciate you. All right, I had to read that comment. But just like anybody else, I was nervous. I remember going to work when I was working and talking about, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. And then in the first 6 minutes, I heard lingo that I had never thought about. Influencer, content creator, ring lights, cameras, action. And I'm like, all I know is action and camera and lights, man. And really, that was all I needed initially. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is Do not go and buy all this expensive equipment. Don't do like Rod. I went and got me a Canon M50 camera. I had to have a laptop, so I went and got me an Apple laptop. Then I decided to go get tripods and ring lights. But I realized I'm not using any of that stuff now. I'm not using any of it. I'm using my laptop. I got different lights. I'm using LED lights. None of them are in front of me right now. It's trial and error when it comes to YouTube. The first thing I will say, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. It's not going to happen overnight. I don't care if you look at Rod. I don't care if you look at Event Yours, Team Lena, Go Get a Bag. It's not going to be something, you're not going to have overnight success, contrary to what people say, contrary to popular belief. You're going to have to put in work and effort. Now, when I started this channel, I started not this channel, but my flagship channel, Points Blank Travel. I started it in October 2019. I made my first video October, what did I put down here? October 17, 2019. It was a 13-minute and 28-second video. For a new content creator, in my opinion, now that I look back, that was far too long. But I had no plan. I had no strategy. I didn't know what I knew what I wanted to talk about, which was points and miles and credit cards and myself. But I didn't have an outline. I turned on the phone. I didn't have a camera at the time. I turned on my iPhone and I started talking. And I would say that's the easiest way to do it. Now, was it an epic fail? Not totally, but for the most part, yes. But it's still up. I still have that video up. I looked at it today. I have 191 views, and probably 2 or 3 of them may be me, because I kept looking at it like, why did I do that? I had everything that could go wrong went wrong. But in the words of Antoine Fisher, if you ever seen that movie, I'm still standing and I'm still strong, regardless of the falls, regardless of the downfalls, regardless of the not knowing what to do, the negativity. You can't do it. You may be too old. YouTube is for the young people. And you know what? If you heard that song when I first started, I made my own lane. That's the next thing I want to say. Be yourself. If my YouTube journey, if you're trying to be successful, I'm sure any content creator in here, when I first started, I tried to be like this guy and that guy. But I realized I'm Rod. I can't be like someone I'm not. So be patient, be yourself. Those are the first two. So for anybody that's just starting YouTube and you're thinking about quitting, it took me 21 videos. I counted them today. 21 videos to hit my first 1,000 views. I hear people now doing it in 3 videos, 6 videos. It took me, I wasn't doing shorts. I wasn't doing none of that. I was just sitting in front of the camera and I was doing regular videos. It took me 21 videos to get over 1,000 views. And ladies and gentlemen, I still don't know how I did it, because it looked like every other video I had done. It looked like every video that I had done. And I was like, this makes no sense. That's going to be the next thing I'm going to talk about. Don't try to make YouTube make sense, because you're going to try from now to the end of time. A lot of this stuff, you'll think you have it, and right when you think you got it, something else. Change your thumbnail, make a longer description, put hashtags. There's so much stuff. We convolute our mind, but if we keep it simple, I guarantee you, man, you're talking to a person with multiple channels and a lot of headache along the way. But if you keep it simple, it's that much easier. I'm going to put this comment up here for my own motivation. Sometimes you'll be surprised. It's little tricks, but it can't be little tricks that work for Rod or work for Event Yours or Just Asking or Team Lena Go Get a Bag. It can't be tricks. It has to be tricks that work for you. What works for you right now? Having this here, yeah, facts, bro, Rod. Hey, that's motivation. That's the next thing I want. Is this going to be a hobby, or is this going to be a business? What are you starting a YouTube channel for? Do you want to make memories with your family? Do you want to talk about how to homestead? Do you want to talk about getting your credit straight? Do you want to talk about learning how to make different cocktails? And I'm using the people that are in here right now. Do you want to talk about investing? Regardless, is it going to be a hobby or is it going to be a business? Regardless of which direction you go in, treat it like not a job. I started treating it like a job, but I found more success when I treated it like a business my business because that's what it was. Whether I was getting paid, which I wasn't, was I monetized? No. But the moment I started treating it like a business, and it was my business that I created, that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into, it became fun. That's the next thing. If you're not having fun with YouTube, why do it? Why do it? Why even if it's stressing you out from the moment you wake up to the moment you record a video, then you worry after you publish the video, then you wonder if anybody watches it, then one person don't like it, and now your whole world done fell apart because you put all this time into the video. If you're gonna stress yourself out like that, yeah, I wouldn't even start. No one told me this because I did everything I just told y'all not to do. But no one was there to tell me this. There were videos out there like this, but I didn't have any type of relationship with these people. Most of the people here, you have some type, whether it's via IG, whether we text each other, whether we've talked on the phone, whether it's my co-host Tanya, we have some type of relationship. So now 21 videos on this channel. For it, just so you know, I'm not just some willy-nilly dude that's just making a video just to be on here talking. On PBT alone, I have 372 videos. I'm not talking about together. That's just 372 videos. I'm not a shorts guy. I have 61 shorts. I have some, but obviously it's nowhere near 372. And this, not this one, because I'm on a different channel, I have 462 live streams. That's on one channel. And remember, I started off as that dude sitting in the driveway with the wind blowing, a guy was mowing the lawn, the dog was barking, the birds was chirping, and I had every sound effect in Hollywood. And I didn't even pay for it. That's what, I mean, if I needed a bird, I couldn't have found one. If I needed a dog barking, they all would have been in the house. But because I didn't need them, they were there. But I continue to keep going. Now we're talking, nobody's watching my videos. It took me 21 videos to even get to 1,000 views, but I refuse to quit because now I don't put too much work in this to quit. I don't like quitting anyway, but now I done bought $5 lamps from Walmart and called them ring lights, and I had y'all go back and look at the old videos. You'll see them, man. I got 2 big shadows behind me on the wall. I didn't notice that a coworker said, hey, every thumbnail, my first 30 thumbnails were exactly the same. I just changed the words. It was me. Y'all, I didn't know nothing about background remover. So whatever was in the background was in the back. If I was in the bathroom, I had the mirror. If I was holding the phone, you was going. I left them there because it reminds me of growth. Where I started, it's not where you started, it's where you are today. But we all have to start somewhere. Look at a little baby. They'll crawl, they'll start to walk, stumble, and trip you out, and then they'll fall down, and we want to go catch them in midair. But that's how they learn. But I'm telling you now, going to this channel, the second, this is the middle child channel. PBT had all kind of stuff going on. Points Blank Truck, my flagship channel. In 2021, I won Channel of the Year on the Meet and Eye Awards. I'm meeting people everywhere. I'm popping in live streams, and I'm doing all kind of stuff. And man, it then somebody messed up and said, hey, you had a palm of the world in your hands. And I believed them. And I felt like I did. I believed them. And what happened was I created this second channel, and I thought it was going, I said, well, this got to be super easy. This is going to be the easiest thing I ever did. All I got to do is get so many subscribers, 1,000 of them. And I'm going to talk about monetization and how it affected me and what it meant to me because I didn't quit. It's going to be a blast. I breeze through this. This channel is still not fully monetized because I lost faith because this channel was its own entity. It was its own individual. This channel it stood alone. I tried to make twins 2 years apart because I created this channel 3 years apart in 2022. This was actually the third channel. I'm sorry. This was the third channel. I got to talk about the first channel. This was the third. So 3 years later, now this channel here is my baby. This was the baby child. Now I'm just going to flip script without even going back and coming back. Boy, I'm doing interviews, things popping off. I got all kind of people talking, watch hours shooting through the roof. Man, then I got sick. Took me out. I lost. I was at 3,200 watch hours. 800 away from monetization. And your boy got took it. I don't even know how to say it. Taken. I was out the game. Whichever one of those T's y'all want to use, I was out the game. And I thought that was my phone. I said, that's my iPad. But anyway, now we got to go to the second child. Points Blank Finance, which is now investing with Rod. That's the one I wanted it to be like PBT. I was talking about the finances. I thought it was easy. I know finance. I have a degree in finance. Didn't work out that way. I'm not going to beat that up, but going to investing with Rod, which was started in 2021, 2 years after PBT. First video, September 1st, 2021. On that channel, I have 141 videos. No, I'm sorry. No, it took me 14 videos to reach 1,000. Wasn't as bad as 21, but it still took a while. And I thought I knew what I was doing. 175 videos, 21 shorts, 120 live streams. This channel, PBE, 30 videos, 23 shorts, 185 live streams. I put in the work. And I've fallen and I've gotten up. And I want to pull this up. YouTube is a job. Timmy used to think you just had to turn the camera on and you just go viral. No, it's not like that. And I'm going to be dropping a link when I get to this next section. I want to read a couple of things because I need some input because I know I'm going to say something that somebody may do it differently. But I'm going to shoot through some of the things and then I'm going to drop the link and then we're going to go through them and go back and discuss them. I'm just going to read them. I'm not going to get into them. Number one, you need to have a plan and be yourself. Just be yourself. Don't try to be Rod because it ain't going to work. It's only one me. I mean, that's it. It's only one of me. There's only one Tanya. There's only one Just Asking Keisha. There's only one Lena. Team Lena, go get a bag. Dennis, what's up? What's up, Rod? A little late, but I'm here. There are no duplicates. This is not a Xerox thing. You have to be yourself. Number two, be patient. Don't be indecisive. I got to tap on this one a little bit. I was supposed to do some videos today and go live tonight. And because I couldn't make up my mind which one I wanted to do first, all I'm doing is a live stream. I cost myself a day of productivity. Be consistent. The queen of consistency is Event Yours of Spirit. She has a schedule. She sticks to it. She stay in my butt for not doing it. I am unorganized. I used to be consistent, but used to be doesn't count today. I came close to being consistent, but close only counts in conflicts and horseshoes. Close is not going to get it. Now, that's kind of already tough. Now, are you going to do shorts and shorts only? Are you going to do videos only? Are you going to do live streams only? Or are you going to do all of them like I do? You may, at one point, I favored lives. Now I'm getting back to favoring videos because I realized messing with Fats Tree, Event Yours, On the Go with YOLO, the Nichols family, and Just Asking for a Friend, TJ's Destination on Friday night. In them 6 hours I was live, I could have probably shot 40 videos. I don't know. They take 10 minutes. Oh, about at least 24 videos. I could easily. But so I'm kind of going back to videos. Next, collaboration. Collaboration. You can try to do YouTube by yourself, but I'm going to tell you, it's much easier. What up, Tori? My man, Tori in the house. Oh, I like this here, man. I'm about to pull up some of these comments, man. Y'all, let me pull some of these up real quick. It's not easy, but it's worth it all. I saw one from the Nickel. We got the Nichols in here. Check them out. If you're a content creator, please feel free to put hashtag content creator in here, hashtag creator. What was that? Right here, Dennis Tia said, be yourself. This way your page will not change over time. It will always be authenticity. You. I'm telling you, there's no telling what I will or won't say on a live. I'm sorry, sometimes it just oozes out. I try to catch it, but it ain't worked yet, especially on this channel. But the day I end YouTube, no one could ever say Rod did not speak his mind. Rod was himself. He spoke his mind. He said what was on his mind. That's how the whole name Points Blank Travel came up. Point blank. I just put an S on it because I was talking about points and miles, but point blank. I'm going to shoot you right between the eyes. Real deal information. You like it? Good. You can stay and learn something. You don't. There's a million and gazillion other channels out there that may be giving away participation trophies, but I ain't the one. I am not the one. I'm going to shoot you straight forward. Next. When collaboration, I'll tell y'all a story. This is real deal. There was this guy named Cakeology. He talked about business credit. Rod didn't know what he was doing, didn't know that much about YouTube, knew absolutely nothing about business credit. And I was on his live. It was during the situation where we was all in the house. And I was watching him every night because I didn't have nothing else to do. Wasn't nothing on TV. I'm not a TV dude. So your boy watched him. And then he put a 1-800 number up on the screen one night. He said, y'all got any questions, call in. Here comes collaboration. I called him. He's like, hey, PB. He didn't bother with the T. He just called me points blank. Hey, PB, this you? I'm like, yeah, man. He said, what's your question? I said, when can I be on the show, baby? And the dude fell out laughing. He said, how about Tuesday, y'all? It was Saturday. I was like, all right, I'll be there. I was so scared, man. But closed mouths don't get fed. I'm telling y'all right now, closed mouths do not get fed. Anyway, moving on. You have to go to other channel network. Be confident, man. People, just like a horse can smell fear, just think of the viewers on YouTube as a bunch of horses. If you're up there scared and shaking in your boots or whatever you wear, your sneakers or your heels or your Stacey Adams, if you're up there shaking and you're stumbling and you're fumbling and you're bumbling over your words, you might get tore up if you go live. Or your comments might not look that favorable. Just be confident, even if you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I done talked about some stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about, not on my channels, maybe other channels, but that's going to lead to my next thing. Become a master of your craft. If you're going to talk about how to shoot marbles, at least know which marbles are which. You got the cat eye, the Adobe, and all that. If you're going to talk about crochet, at least know that this is the needle and whatever that other little thing is, the other little thing. I don't even know what it is. But see, I couldn't do a crochet video. I don't know. If I'm talking about stocks, but I can't answer none of the stocks questions, I'm probably in the wrong niche. Now, moving on, and that's going to be a question. Should you only be in one niche? I'm asking the people when I drop this link, should you only be in one niche or should you have a variety of niches? Don't watch your numbers every day because it could depress you. It could confuse you. It could disappoint you and make you want to quit, but know where you are. Know where your numbers are. At least know where they were 4 or 5 days ago, but you don't need to look at it every hour. It's not going to change that much, y'all. I'm telling you. Unless you do a Fats and Tree and Event Yours and Just Asking Live, it might. But other than that, it's not going to change every hour. Man, this is the biggest advice I can give y'all. Do not overcomplicate the process. Y'all, I'm in a corner. I'm in a timeout corner since I moved to this apartment. I promise y'all, if I had a tape measure, it's probably, y'all, this is it. This is it. From my couch to the wall is this. I had a whole studio. Y'all remember I had lines on the wall and 2 display cases down there and broke me down to one. I had airplanes. I ain't even got room for that no more. I'm working with what I got. I'm right here living proof. Don't overcomplicate this. If all you got is a wall and you look like you've been like cuffed or stuffed or something like that, it's all right. Just tell somebody you're in the lobby at the Hyatt or something. They don't know. Don't tell them where you are though. That's another thing, privacy. When you put your stuff out there, know what you're putting out there. Now, don't get crazy and start telling all your business. Keep people guessing. That's all I'm going to say on that. Do not get caught up in the drama. Do not get caught up in the drama trying to get acceptance. A lot of people want to be accepted. So next thing you know, they're in the he say, she say, they're in the crossfire, they got accepted, then they may be accepted by the wrong people. So just be yourself, man. It goes back to what do you do on a daily basis to be yourself? And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drop this link, man. If I can find it, I did all this talking. I don't even know. Now, that's another thing too, man. If you make a mistake, you don't always have to let everybody know when you messed up, man. I'm not too good at that, and I am actually, but Hey, what's up, Journey on the Go-Go? You don't always have to let people know, hey, I said that wrong, or hey, I typed the wrong word, or hey, I'm sorry about the misprint on my, they may not even notice. And then once you point it out, the focus is almost off you and on what you just pointed out to the whole video group, the whole live stream group. If somebody says something about it, address it, move on. Now, going back, I just dropped a link. Anybody want to come up, please feel free. But going back to your journey on 1 to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. I'm going to tell you right now, when you're trying to get your subscribers, you could tell your whole family, you could tell your cousin, your cousin's cousin, and everybody else, they may or may not subscribe. They may or may not watch you. Do not get mad at them. They may forget to hit the like button. I still forget to do that. They may not comment, but don't get mad. It may not be their thing. It may be a year from now when they start watching your stuff. What I'm really saying in a nutshell is don't depend on them. You're going to have to meet. I don't know 1,000 people. I probably do, but I don't know 1,000 people that are into YouTube. I don't. You're going to have to get outside your comfort zone, outside your shell. Don't everybody, I said in a live stream not long ago, everybody's a salesperson. But in this case, when you decide to get on social media or YouTube, when you decide to get on YouTube and all that, you are, believe it or not, you're a public figure. I don't care if you got one subscriber. There's somebody out there, as long as it ain't a family member or somebody that is now watching you. You're going to have to step out there. You're going to have to tell people about your channel. Put the QR code. Man, I remember I used to hand out the little business cards that said Points Blank Travel and follow me, subscribe to me, little birds and all this other stuff on it. And I watched it. I watched the dude one day take it from my hand, act like he put it in his pocket and threw it in the trash. So what I do now is I got me a QR code, but I don't stop there, man. I go above and beyond the call of YouTube, baby. I am going to show them my little QR code. And I'm going to stay right there, man. Go and press that subscribe. You're already there. Man, click on that video. I'm going to make sure I got at least about 2 minutes. Click on that video. Yeah, that's enough, man. You can watch the rest later. Hit that like button. Now go on in there and say you just met Rod in person. I'm telling you, this is what I do. I got everything I needed. I got the subscription. I got a genuine comment. He did just meet me. I got a new some watch time and I got engagement with the like. I just did everything they asked me to do. Now, will he be there tomorrow? I don't know. I got to hope that I have some other stuff that he can benefit from. And I don't talk about it a lot on this channel because it could come across as flexing, but when I'm out and I'm trying to get a new subscriber, I'm going to use everything I got. If you got a crochet channel and I'd have a blanket in every vehicle. I'd carry a blanket around. In the middle of August would have been 152 degrees outside if I was a crochet YouTuber. Hey, check me out. Oh, I like that blanket. Or they might say, are you cold? Yeah, I mean, no, I just love this. Is my favorite blanket I made on my YouTube channel. See how I'm rolling this into what I do? Hey, what's up, Charlene? This is my sister here. How you doing? Are you just whatever? Yeah, please check it out. You can start now, and if you're new, you can have it crocheted by the winter. I don't know nothing about no crocheting, but I know how to sell myself and what I'm doing. Now, let's get with investing with Rod. Actually, we're gonna start with Points Blank Travel. I was coming from Miami, had on a hoodie, some sweats. Jumped up in first class, and this dude, he was chuckling, and I was chuckling. I don't even know what we laughing at. We just both chuckling. He was like, hey, man, what do you do? I said, hey, man, I'm a YouTuber. He's like, no. I said, yeah. He said, well, you're making that much money? I said, no, man, I don't really get paid that much, man. He said, well, if you don't mind me asking, and if I don't offend you, how'd you get up here? I said, man, I'm glad you asked. You got a phone? He was like, yeah. Is a secret on my phone? I said, yeah, it sure is. Pulled up my QR code, told him to subscribe, pulled up a video, and I told him what the video was going to say before he even watched. I said, just watch about 30 seconds. I'm going to tell you the rest on this flight. I said, so, man, you get these points and miles, you fly for free. You sit up here with people like you that probably paid, I don't know, about $1,500 for this flight. Then I just left a hotel, the Hilton in downtown Miami, that the points paid for that too. Y'all see how I rolled that? This dude was in such amazement. We landed in Dallas. He was like, he got on the phone. I thought he was about to tell his wife. He did tell her, you made. Hey, honey, I landed. I got something to tell you when I get home. I met this guy. He's talking about points, miles. I got offered a job at a major bank because I told the bank manager about points and miles of his program. He's like, hey, man, will you come work for us? I said, the only way I work for y'all, if y'all get an office with lights up there that say Rod is in the house. We know they ain't going to do that, so I ain't have to worry about working for him. You have to use what you have. We don't even want to talk about the investment channel. I have a ball with them. Rod Sales, man. Charlene in the house. What's going on? Good to see you, my sister. What's up, Cat? Oh, we got the big, everybody in here is big time. But y'all, this right here, I'm going to tell y'all another story. These people right here told me in 2023, Rod, you need to do shorts. I was like, man, I ain't doing no shorts. I don't know exactly. Last time, look, 241,000 subscribers later. I wish I would have listened to them. I ain't never had a chance to tell them that, but I'm telling them right now. Hey, congratulations, man, on the new addition to the familia. Such a cute little dude, man. You ain't gonna hear me say that too often, but he is a cute little dude. Right? You ain't gonna hear that too many times from Rod. Hey, Charlene, you better turn that. Girl, you better turn that booty around, make that B a D. It's R-O-D. Charlene, you know that. I think you mess with. Yeah, I'm in the house. That's the only reason I was going to do this. So, now, let's talk about indecisiveness. Get a video. Get an idea. You ain't going to have a video. Get an idea and stick to it. Don't try to make it perfect. Don't sit up here and... Again, don't call out your mistakes. Sometimes, now, if it's just blatantly obvious. The other day, I tried to say, watch, I'm going to mess it up right now. It's guaranteed. Cyclical. And I said it 2 or 3 times in the video, and I refused to take it out because I couldn't say it. Hey, man, I want people to know I'm not. If you go back and look at my older videos, your boy came in. Charlene will tell you she was back there, did. The catchers will tell you I came in. Ties, crisp white shirts, baby blue shirts, paisley ties, hats. But I was like, hold up, man, maybe this is a little, I'm trying to tell people they can invest with a little amount of money, and I'm over here looking like Creflo Dollar. I mean, this didn't make sense. So now you see the ball caps and the don't nobody even wear Reebok no more. I went and got the cheapest. Well, they may do, I don't know. But I said, man, you have to be, what do y'all think the next thing is? Relatable. You have to be relatable. I mean, ain't nobody gonna sit up here, at least I ain't. When I didn't have a lot of money, and I still don't, but when I really, really, really didn't have a lot of money, I wasn't gonna listen to no dude in no suit and no shirt, no tie telling me about investing with $5. Why? Why would I? He probably lying. He just want me to watch him so he can get some more. No. And then I'll go ahead and invest with $1 or $5. I want people to know, your boy, I'm just a cool dude in a loose mood. I'm like, what's that dude, that little Cheeto dude, that little cat or whatever he is. I'm just a regular guy, man. And sometimes people go get you mixed up. You can't worry about what the people are saying. Oh, he think he all that. She thinks she all that. Yeah, I do. Because I'm doing something that most people are afraid to do, and that's just sitting in front of a camera. Public speaking, and this is a form of public speaking, even though I'm behind the camera. This is one of the most feared things in America, I don't know about the world, that people have to do. You put some people in front of people, they just freeze up. Not me. It's a golden opportunity, because what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to the beginning of this live stream. I'm going to sell myself. You're talking about a little country dude that came from Arkansas, man, that messed up everything I touched. I don't know what the opposite of the Midas touch is, but I had the opposite of the Midas touch. Everything I touched went to crap from about 18 to 20. And then I decided to take a leap. And that's what a lot of content creators are doing. You're taking a leap into the unknown, into the world of fear, uncertainty, doubt. Can I do this? I don't care how good you are, how confident you are, how cocky you are. You're going to doubt yourself. You are. But some kind of way, you're going to have to convince yourself that you can do it. You can be that individual that can do what they said you couldn't do. They told me I'd never leave Arkansas. Check. Went to California, left Arkansas, went to San Diego, then Los Angeles. They told me I'd never see the world. I ain't even name all the places I've been around the world. Dubai 5 times, Hawaii 15, Australia, 6 different cities, seen some kangaroos hopping around, and I wasn't watching National Geographic. They told me I'd never have a Lexus. Had about 6 of them. My uncles even told me I wouldn't make it in the military. Retired, E8, you can only go to E9. Do y'all see this pattern? Anytime you tell Rod he can't do something, that's when I'm going to go and bust my butt to do it. I ain't really trying to prove them wrong. Now, I will go let them know I did it, but I'm proving myself that I can. And that's the same thing with content creating. But leave the excess noise outside. The excess noise is not just people talking. I tell people all the time, the biggest distraction that Rod has is sitting right in front of you in the camera right now. I'm my biggest distraction. I could come up with 1,000 ways not to do something. 1,000 ways. I got to go back up here. Hold up. Charlene said, messing with the hello to the Catrins. Okay, I'll leave you. I will behave. Thank you. Hey, Charlene, you know you're my sister. You good. Good to see you, my brother. Hello, I just asking. Just want to give you up. That's right. So, yeah, man, just be yourself. Let me something else I want to talk about. Collaboration. Let's talk about collaboration. At first, you can't be picky and choosy. If you get an opportunity to collaborate with someone bigger or smaller than you, do it. Because even if they're the same size or smaller than you, they may have people that may enjoy what you're doing. If you have people that are larger than you, you're going to have more people that may enjoy what you're doing. Don't be butthurt if they don't like what you're doing. It's all a learning. It's a process. It is a process. So at first, you got to work with whoever. I've worked with, let me go down this here list. I'm going to go down this list here real quick. On deck, probably, I got to reach out to her. I've worked with Event Yours. I've worked with, and this is on camera, just asking. I've worked with Mrs. Nichols from the Nichols family. I've worked with Charlene Hill. Haven't worked with Tori, but we had something in the works we were talking about. I've worked with Lisa J. Stocks. Oh, here's a link, Lisa. I don't know if you're still in here. I don't pin them to the top because I don't want people just rolling in. I kind of put them in there so I can watch them. And that may be it. But I've worked with several different content creators, and all of these content creators are great. These weren't the ones I worked with at the beginning. You can't be picky and choosy, but once you feel like you're starting to get this down, you have to have a chemistry. Tanya, when her and I work together, hey, what's up, MC? How you doing? When Tanya and I work together, she called it a synergy. I still have to look that word up. Maybe I'll do it tonight, chat GPT it or something. But we have a connection. We don't talk. We both can talk, but we don't talk over one another. Every once in a while we will because we're passionate about what we're talking about. You have to, when you collaborate with someone, don't go over there. I don't try to go in. Matter of fact, if you want to see me scale back, look at any interview. Matter of fact, I'm being interviewed this Friday by House of X Entertainment. When I'm interviewing someone, when I'm doing an interview, I'll scale back because they're at the forefront. When I do a collaboration, I tend to scale myself back a little bit because it's not just about Rod. Now I'm sharing the stage with other people. And believe it or not, now this is going to take an art. You can go back and watch the replay, but while we're live, not so much as now, but when I first started, I was watching how people moved, especially the seasoned people, and sometimes the not so seasoned people, because they may be doing something that I like. And I heard, I don't know if he made it up or not, but I heard Anwar from Meet and I said, he told me when we first started this, it's nothing wrong with being a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat. And that's so true. You know, you have to look and say, hey, I don't want to be Rod, but I wouldn't mind taking some of what Rod do. I don't want to be Event Yours, but I may take, and I'm not going to get on here and say, matter of fact, I've made money off stuff that came up because I didn't know what else to say. Let's Roll Baby, merch with it on there. I don't even know if it's selling. I don't even know. Had a lot of people in the country saying, let's roll, baby. People globally said, and it all came about because I didn't know how to transition from my intro to what I was really about to talk about. So I did an intro and I said, what do I say? Let's roll, baby. And next thing I know, people were saying it. I was saying it. And then I don't like saying what other people are saying. So I said, imitation is the best form of flattery. Hey, what's up, DJ Vince? Thank you for being here. Hey, I dropped a link. Anybody want to come up, tell your YouTube journey? I'm not going to be here no 6 hours, but there are different perspectives, and there's so much talent in this live stream right now. I don't care if you've been on YouTube 2 days. You might have a question. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to make this, I don't know, a series or not. I know I was talking to Tanya the other day, and I think I'm kind of where I need to be right now, but I do want to do this. This is something I've been wanting to do because it wasn't out there when I started. I just bugged the heck out of everybody. I was popping up in lives. I didn't care what you was talking about because I was there to meet people and learn the process. I ain't care about milking no cows, but I did a milking a cow live stream in a minute because I'm looking at the process and I'm looking at who's there. Everybody at the time, I don't care if you're milking cows, riding donkeys, or flying kites, everybody was itching to travel. Why? Because we couldn't go nowhere. So your boy took it upon himself to teach everybody how to travel for free when they couldn't. So when they could, they'd be ready. You always have to have a game plan. I saw something today. It's okay if people say I always stay a step ahead. No, I like to stay 2 steps ahead. 2 steps ahead, just in case I get lazy and don't feel like doing nothing. You never know, man. Next thing I want to talk about. You could act crazy up here, and I sometimes toe the line, I know. But you never know who's watching you. Man, I went on one of these emails I got. I think it was investing with Rod. All my email come through Point Spring Travel. And man, I had so many sponsorship offers. I don't even know. I got to look at one, but boy, they got, man. That's another thing, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now. A couple of things that I want people to try to take from this. This is a vehicle. This platform is a great vehicle. Yeah, I hear people talking about this, that, and the third. Well, we got to give some of our money away. Most people that have businesses rent the building, baby. I mean, you can shake it and bake it how you want it. They rent the building. So when I say it's a vehicle, I have sponsorships I've forgotten about. I'm just going to name a couple. MyFICO, Expedia, Chat Flights. The credit cards, I don't even count them because you get a credit card, you can get a referral code. Some luggage company I'm with. It's a vehicle. If you don't like the money you're making on YouTube, how can you branch yourself out? I made a comment, and I've lived up to this word. When I first started YouTube, and I thought I halfway, I didn't say this day one. Now, don't get it twisted. But I made a comment that I won't, not that I won't, that I will be. And you'll rarely hear me say that I want to be like anybody. I just want to be like Rod. That's it. I don't want to be like Mike, and I don't want to be dunking no basketball. But I did make a statement that I was going to be the next, or the Tyler Perry, not the next, but the Tyler Perry of YouTube. I wanted a, and I had it. I wanted a network. And now it's starting to haunt me because people are saying, which channel are you on? Let me give y'all a hint. Let me tell y'all all about it. If I'm talking about travel or points and miles, it's going to be on Point Spring Travel. If I'm talking about stocks, crypto, ETFs, budgeting, savings, finances, Investing with Rod. If I'm talking about anything other than those two, Points Blank Experience, interviews, trending topics, who I think is going to win the football game, anything else is going to be on Points Blank Experience. There will be times where I'll multicast. Let's say I'm talking about a new debit card that you can get cash back. I may push it out to all three channels because most people have a debit card. I may push out a finance video to both Points Blank Travel and Investing with Rod. It just really depends on what it is. But those are the three simple ways to remember. Let me see what we got here. Synergy is working together in a way that create a better result than each person or part could create alone. Okay, cool. Well, that's what me and Tanya are doing. And the cool part is we both have our own channels. They have two channels, Event Yours, TNT Connect. I have a couple of channels, but we come together, and when Tanya and I work together, we're not trying to see who's the baddest, who's the best, who has more, who has less. We don't care about all that. We just want to have a good time and laugh. That's all we want to do. And take people back or make people think. That's all we want to do. All right. One of the things I want to talk about is everybody's big goal when they get on YouTube. Whether they stick with it or they quit. Everybody start out wanting to get monetized. Well, let me tell you this, man. It's cool. Get monetized is cool. You had this party. Everybody celebrating, everybody happy, you happy, everybody happy. But that's when the party starts. It's not when the party ends. That's when the hard work really starts. And the longer it takes you to get monetized, the more you stretch it out. Hey, thank you so much, Charlene, for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you. The more you stretch this out, the more you're kind of working for free. You're not working for free. Like even now in Investing with Rod and Points Blank Experience, I don't look at, even though they're not fully monetized, I don't look at it as working for free. I look at it as both of these. Number one, with Points Blank Experience, this channel, I'm making people laugh. There's a lot going on right now, a lot of negativity, a lot of uncertainty. And with this channel, I kind of just want people to let loose, laugh, have fun, do interviews, get to know people, live and direct with T and Rod, with myself and Tanya, or Tanya and myself. We're just having fun. Investing with Rod, trying to show people how you can invest, how you can get prepared for your future, how you can get prepared for retirement, how you can start saving. Points Blank Travel, I kind of pushed it to the back burner because traveling is cool and people are going to do it, but I do want to, hey, thank you, Tanya, for being here. Good night. Got to get my beautiful sleep. Love and blessing everyone in the house. Oh, I thought that was Charlene leaving. That was Tanya leaving. Thank you, Tanya, for being here. Commitment is paramount. Yes, if you're going to start something, be committed to it until you just realize it's either more of a headache than it is fun, or if you're starting to lose progression. Like my motto is, the day I stop teaching and the day I stop having fun and doing both of them on YouTube is the day I retire from YouTube. I'm not going to do this just to be doing it. I want to have fun doing it. And I want to also teach people and learn. So I need to add a third thing because I like to learn when I come to these. Tonight, I'm learning this may be something I need to do going forward. I'm also learning, speaking of retirement, let me read this. I would see how it worked. I loved it. And me and Charlene think like closed mouths. I ask people in the middle of it, like, hey, you want to be on my channel for an interview? I ask. Speaking of which, if you want to come on for an interview, the doors are wide open. Speaking of retirement, I would love to have you on the CBSO channel to dig into retirement plans, etc. And if you have the time, yeah, I had a time. I'll make the time, Charlene. Just let me know when, and as long as it doesn't conflict with it. If it conflict with something I'm doing by myself, I can rearrange that. But if it's an interview, then I'll figure it out. Just let me know the date soon as you want to do it, and we'll make it happen. And it's that simple, y'all. with that being said, man, I remember the day when nobody asked me to do anything with them. Did nobody even know who I was. They didn't know the knowledge that I have or the knowledge that I didn't have. They just, and like Edward said, all we knew was you were this guy that came into our lives saying that you were about to go live. And I didn't know that was against the rules at the time. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay, we'll reach out on IG. Okay, yeah, hit me up on IG, Charlene. Let me know, and we'll go from there. It was something I was saying. There's another thing, man. If you get lost in the sauce, don't be worried about. I mean, this isn't Hollywood. I'm not making a $1 million, gazillion dollar production here. I'm just over here on YouTube, so it's okay, man. I just do what normal people do. I mean, I could memorize all this, but I wouldn't be live right now. It probably took me another day, maybe two. Etiquette. Let's talk about YouTube etiquette. When you go to another channel, if you're just starting on YouTube or you're trying to be seen, always speak to the host. If they have someone on the panel, try to call them out by name. If you don't know their name and guest, or if it's a bunch of people, hello, Rod, panel. And I always to everyone in the chat. Reason I do that is because, and I have a special guest out here. The reason I do that and speak to everyone is I want people to remember my name, and I also want them to know that I'm approachable and I'm respectful. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my special guest up here, the first one of the night. What's going on, Lisa? What's going on? What's happening?
Nothing much. How are you this evening, Rod?
Oh man, been indecisive all day and trying to decide if I was going to do a video or go live, and the live one. So how's your YouTube journey been, Lisa? Tell everybody. And by the way, Lisa, if you could tell everyone a little bit about yourself. I think everybody here probably know you, but in case somebody watching the replay.
Well, I am Lisa J. Stocks, and my channel is about finance, investing, building retirement for yourself, striving for a sound financial future for yourself, your children. And I think that pretty much sums it up. And I heard earlier you were talking about having a niche. I definitely have a niche. There's not going to be anything else. The furthest I get away is as I might have to talk about some budgeting and credit cards and being responsible, building your credit score. That's the furthest I get away from talking about stocks and ETFs. Mm. It's still financial, but and I am going on 3 years. Last month marked my 3-year anniversary. So,
wow! And in your journey, I mean, I don't have questions. I probably do, but just what has your journey been like? And I don't want to ask questions. I just want you to just freestyle whatever you want to say.
Whatever. Well, it took me about 1 year and 5 months to get fully monetized. So when I got to the partial, I didn't hit it. I didn't submit. I just kept going till I got to the full 4,000 watch hours. I had over 3,000 subscribers. That was not my struggle. Subscribers were not my struggle. It was building up those hours. And so I had 2 videos. I had a few shorts that got me, 100 subscribers. I had 2 videos that both got me between 400 and 500 subscribers from the one video. I had one mention that got me over 1,000 subscribers one day. So that part was easy. It's about, I always say, like, I'm sure I got this from someone else, but there's subscribers and then there are supporters. And so I don't really, obviously we needed to hit that threshold as a content creator in order to, get to the next step. But I do celebrate it and I acknowledge it as my subscriber count grows, but I don't particularly care about subscribers. If I get a video with, 4,000, 10,000, 20,000 views, that means more than however many subscribers I have, because that's where the true growth and the monetary reward can come from.
I agree, Lisa. And I tell people all the time, and some people think I'm nuts, but I care about views more than I do subscribers because when I first got on YouTube, not as a content creator, but as a viewer, I'm going to tell y'all how naive I was. I was watching, and this is when I learned about points and miles. I was watching Ask Sebi and Credit Shifu, and I tried to like a video, and it said I had to create a YouTube account. I was like, I don't want a YouTube. It may have said Google, but I read YouTube. I said, well, I guess I'll just keep watching, and I'll never like it. I'll never subscribe. And I probably watched 1,000 videos, and I never subscribed to these two guys. I did once I figured it out, but what I'm thinking what Lisa said, like, how many people can we reach? You know, some people get so caught up in subscribers. I've yet on any channel have in a live stream have my, or in a video have my subscribers match my views. It's never happened. Has it happened for you, Lisa?
In a live stream?
Yeah, live or video. I mean, I have videos that have exceeded my subscriber count, but like in a live stream, I've never had, say, on PBT 4,000 people in a live.
No, I've never had, you know, I don't get, not at all nearly. And when it comes to lives, I have, you know, just a handful when it comes to views. And, you know, Rod, I posted the detail of what I'm about to say in the Discord the other day. I have a video that has about 21,000 views on it. I'm going to talk about analytics right now. And I don't think I've heard you. My phone kept ringing, so I didn't hear your entire live when you got
That's
started.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I don't know if you touched on this topic, but I've really been using the AI in the YouTube studio lately. And for 2026, or not for 2026, just in general, because I've been thinking about certain things for the last few weeks. I was thinking about how I could go about, well, actually, I said it in front of my daughter, and my daughter said, create it yourself. Because I said, I wish I had a strong kind of a group to connect with on, you know, talking about YouTube, but it's actually in the financial you know, niche. And she's like, Mom, why don't you make the group? So I was thinking about creating, who could I reach out to, who would have interest, because I want people on my level. I want people higher than me. I don't want to be the person doing the best in the group. And so I just kind of been thinking, like, how could I go about creating something like that? And I think it'll be more, I really would like for it to be in the financial niche, so that when we look at each other's content, we have a better understanding of it. But okay, back to what I was saying, if I'm not going on too long.
No, you're not. No.
When I've been using the AI in the YouTube studio lately and really trying to, you know, create those better prompts, talk to it in a different way. And I asked it about one of my particular videos, and this video had pretty good views, but I was saddened to find out after digging through my analytics that I lost nearly 50% of my viewers before we got to 55 seconds into the video.
Wow.
I was pretty much dumbfounded when I really sat down and analyzed this one particular video. So I thought to myself, if, you know, so I'm doing this so that I can make the changes, because I don't want that potential again. The way I'm looking at these analytics, that video should have been a 50,000 view video. If I got 21,000 and half of the people left, and that probably, you know, decreased my potential of getting pushed out. That, you know, decreased the amount of, you know, comments and likes and stuff that I was ever going to be able to accomplish. You know, I just been really digging deep and finding out, okay, so whatever I need to not do, whatever I did in that first 55 seconds or however many it was definitely less than a minute. I need to work to change that. This is my personal preference. I'm leaning into the analytics. if I'm doing something in there, another video I was analyzing, and it said people did not like the way I gave the definition. I really stopped and gave the definition, turned the people off. I need to just integrate it in really quickly. And so, sometimes I don't even say my name in my videos. It'll be at the end of the video and I'll be like, I'm Lisa J. Stocks. Thanks for watching.
I do that too,
I'm not trying to waste nobody's time. I want to give you the information. I want to, be quick, concise, I try to tighten up the dead space. I don't want you to have to waste any time here. I want to get to the point, give you something that, is informational, engaging, something that you can learn from. And that's it. Just get out of there. I'm not trying to drag the sound. Sometimes when I look at other people's videos, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, oh man, that video is 17 minutes long. So
I'm noticing, Lisa, in the finance niche, I'm noticing a lot of 18 to 25-minute videos, and not from people like me. I can, but I probably couldn't hold an 18-minute finance conversation. Not in a video.
I think it's too long, and I think, but see, for me, when I look at my retention, if I did a 9.5-minute video and the people watched 4.5 to 5 minutes, what am I, that's not telling me, Lisa, make a 15-minute video. They're not watching but 45% of the 9-minute video. So when I see people's content, if the point of this live, if I'm understanding it correctly, I don't think people are taking the time. And I know it takes time. Like right now, I'm 3 years in. I have content to go in and use this AI and really, I don't know exactly at what point in my, creating content that I had enough, that I knew what time my viewers were online, that I, had enough content to really get all of the details that I'm talking about. But now that I have them, I'm using them and I'm trying to, make improvements. And, I know lives are totally different than my recorded content, but even with the lives, I just try to get in and get out and put chapters on it and just give the information and not the, I don't know how if I'm talking to the people in that first minute and I can't hold them, I wonder if I would love to see the analytics of somebody who has all this intro and they're giving all their spiel at the beginning of the video. Do people stay after that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it happened tonight, Lisa. CJ and Sharice went live. Their intro is a 5-minute song. And they had more people waiting and listen to their 5-minute song than I have in this live stream right now.
Okay. So I think that's a difference, because I'm definitely not comparing myself to those YouTubers that got 600, 700, 800,000. Because they could give their
these people are like regular people. They don't have
but they have engaged supporters. I don't know if I have those type of supporters yet. I do notice I always usually play a song almost 100% of my time. I usually play a song at the end of the live. I do notice that people don't drop off, so they must maybe they listen out to that last ending song, even though I only have 2.
Well, I can tell you, and it became more work, and that's why I'll pivot when it started to become more work than it is fun. But my best lives, I can guarantee once it processed, I was going to have to go back and take it out. But I would start it with a song that I knew I was going to hear something about. But it achieved the objective. That was to get people in, say, hey, it's a party going on up in there. And then I'll flip it and talk about credit cards and points and miles and interest rates and debt ratios and all kind of stuff. But they just knew. Now, did they all stay after I started talking about that? Not all the time. But I had a better opportunity for them to at least hear what I was about to say instead of Like it's hard for me to, and I listen because I think you gave me some advice, and I've been doing it on investing with Rod, and it's actually been working. But
But okay, have you used the AI in the YouTube studio the way that I'm talking about?
and I'm not saying I won't because
Are you interested? Does the thing are the things that I'm saying, and are those things that you would want to do, or are those things that you just kind of just because I know someone and he's just like he's not about the analytics. He's just about I just put out what I want to put out and that's it. End of story. And I'm different. If what I'm putting out is not resonating with the people, then I'm gonna evaluate myself, and I am willing to change my structure in order to be more in tune with having the retention and the growth that I'm striving for. The same content, but it could be something as simple as, like I said, not making the definitions so presenting them in a way that kind of makes the people get bored and click off.
Well, I think like from me being in your lives, you have an audience that they like you to break it down like that. And one thing I learned, we're never going to please everybody. I can not do the definition. Somebody wants a definition. I can do the definition, then they don't want it. What I've seen, your viewers, they are used to and appreciate the way Lisa does it. I think if Lisa turn it into the hole in the wall like Rod got, and have a 3-minute song and a countdown and maybe not read the definition, they're gonna probably say, is this AI or is this the real Lisa? What did y'all do with Lisa J. Stocks? This isn't her. Because I think that's what people have gotten to cut. Now, can you change? Yeah. But like analytics.
Overall, like I said, I'm before I do it, like I'm about to do my my FXAIX video for 2025, VOO and FX. Okay. So I can go back to the one that I did in January of 2025. And if there's something in there where I can see there's a definite dip, listen, I can leave that out this time around because I know that was unneeded. And if there's a spike, maybe I'll revisit that in a different way. That's all I'm saying. If there's like the first example that I started off with, if 50% of the people are clicking off, I did something wrong. I'm not going to say, they should have given me a chance. No, I had the information that they wanted. It was either not there or it was lost in the video, and it just wasn't structured in a way that was engaging. Do you think I'm putting this too much on myself, or you think I'm being
like me? I stumble across my analytics. I don't purposely go and look at them because
okay. Well, I'm going in there and looking because I want to do better.
I used to, but I started seeing some conflicting information, and I started seeing that I had all men, but I go to my live and half of them women, and I said, okay, well, I don't know how much I can put into that.
Well, that's different. Because I think pretty much since I started my channel, my analytics I've always said that I was like sometimes I'm as high as 92% male viewers. I don't know that that's correct, but that to me that's an analytic that's different. The analytic
if my video dip, I mean, I'm not going to worry about. It's just Rod. I can't because I don't know what I'm going to say at 55 seconds or 53 or it just. I think maybe this is how I attack it. Maybe those people that clicked off in 55 seconds. Are those people who have a short attention span, or maybe they didn't have nothing to do. Maybe they accidentally hit my channel. I don't know, but I hear people say, you're going to mess up the algorithm. I mean, I don't even know what the algorithm is doing, and I may be attacking this the wrong way, but I've watched a guy. I don't even remember his name, and he was saying we get so caught up in all of the extras with content creating that we forget how to create content. Because we're so worried about all the extras that could come along with it. Like Man, I look at some thumbnail. I saw a young lady a couple of weeks ago that had the exact same thumbnail. It looked like she did it at the Sip and Paint place, and all her viewership was like five figures, 10,000, 12,000, 20,000. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I take all this time for a thumbnail. Then I started looking at yours. I made it simple. My two largest viewed videos, thumbnails, look like I let a third grader do it. So it's just like, man, how much time am I gonna put in all the extra? Or am I gonna just create content and just let the chips fall as they may? And that's a
Well, okay.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think there's well, to each his own, you know. That's if that's the way you want to go about it. I think I'm going about it the exact opposite, because I'm saying not the exact opposite, but I'm not. I'm trying to, you know, look at the analytics and say, hey, this didn't work. This didn't work. If I want to be on YouTube, I want to do what works on YouTube. And if it's not working, I'm going to fix it.
Right.
Or I'm going to be a content creator that does not have growth, does not have the higher earning potential. It's one or the other. Because I don't know that it's just going to naturally improve without me making some changes. I don't know that my subscribers and my viewers are just naturally gonna, in time, just get engaged, and it's just gonna grow without me making changes. I think that I have a better chance of making the changes and having, you know, that better improvement. So what do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't disagree. Like, I believe analytics are good. I think that from me watching, people are going to watch who they like. You know, if they like you, if they like what you're doing, you can have all the gimmicks and the shenanigans going. And I'm speaking of life, not just YouTube. When I was in the car business, I was told by a very successful salesperson that at two different ones, one male, one female, you can have this vehicle, you can have all the bells and whistles, but if they don't like you, they're not going to buy from you. They have to like you first, and then you proceed for it. And that's kind of what I tried to do. I mean, make myself relatable. And it's going to be some people that can't relate, and it's going to be some people that can. I'm not multiple people. I'm not going to appease everyone. But I think a lot of times we get so caught up in people that wondering how can we fix this? How can we fix that? And I like this person I'm about to pull up right here. This is one of the most intelligent couples when it comes to content creating. Your favorite couple. And I'm telling you, I could ask this guy a simple question and I'll get multiple different directions. And I'm thanking them. I want to thank them for being here, but I think you're going to have your way. Rod's going to have his way. And that's why I wanted to do this, because there's so many different ways to attack this. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think Lisa's way is wrong. And sometimes I probably went overboard. I will look at the analytics and say, man, I don't look at where it dipped and all that, but I'll look and say, I'll try to figure it out. And it just drives me nuts. Why did this video my most viewed video was a mistake, because I did all these videos. I did it on a Bank of America card. I did it on a Chase card, a Discover card, American Express. And then I said, wow, I'm out of companies. I guess I have to do one on Capital One. 16,000 plus views later, and it was no different than the other ones. And it was probably not the top company anybody would have chosen, but it got me the most views. And I like this comment right here. People want relevance and or eye-catching visuals. Yes, I was just talking about this today. And if you got both, that's how I know I'm sitting up in a seat. I can watch my own 9-minute video in about 7 minutes. I'm like, okay, I done heard enough of Rod, you know. So I may have to have a credit card or a stock picture flying across the screen, or some coming out at you, because I need some help with. Now, when I watch Your Favorite Couple, or I watch Just Asking for a Friend, and she over here building a chicken coop, and he over here going from the Lido deck to this deck, They don't need all this stuff because it's all happening around them. But with me just sitting still, ain't none of this stuff moving the last time I checked. It's just me or Lisa if it's her. So I agree with that. And I want to read this comment right here, Lisa. I understand both sides. You have to create your own strategy for your channel. Analytics, subscriber feedback, self-assessments, etc. are all tools. I totally agree. You know, especially subscriber feedback. You really, okay, I got it. You're really gonna have to listen to your viewers. I got to a point where I started really sucking with the comments. Not the comment, I suck in the comments and lie, but I really was sucking with responding to comments. I can't count how many times I've watched Lisa's videos and I feel like crap because if she watched mine, it's going to at least be an emoji. But I forget to do the comment. Why? Because I'm watching it on my TV. I'll hit the like button. Then I got to leave and I got to go and throw a comment in there.
That's something. Okay, so that's one of many things that I'm striving for more improvement. It's totally out of my hands. But I'm trying to build more, of those calls to action in order to get people to like and comment. I don't know why it's such torture. I guess I am truly a content creator. So I'm going to treat everyone else's videos the way that I'm like this in life, treat them like you want to be treated. And so as a content creator, I know better. I know I'm going to sometimes if I'm at work, I might just have to turn you down and I might not be able to be in the live engaged for hours at a time, but I'm going to at least let you know I was there. And that should signal to you that, I'm supporting for as much time as I can. If I watch a video or a short, I'm going to try to at least give a like you said. If I don't have time or the presence of mind to put a whole sentence together, it's not that hard. Dictate the sentence. The phone, you can just hit that button and write a quick comment. You don't have to type the comment. Leave a quick comment. Leave an emoji. Leave something. But I know a lot of our viewers are not content creators themselves. So it's like, I'm going to have to keep telling them. Who wants to hear in my live stream every 5 minutes? Did you hit the like? Are you subscribed? If you're enjoying the content, have you, who wants to have to keep hearing this over and over and over? But I just don't know what to do. Never mind the calls to action of, join channel membership, use my link and create a Moomoo account, stuff like that. You lose people's attention.
When I think about it, I don't just say like you rarely, I'll say at the beginning, but you're going to rarely hear Rod say, subscribe, like, share. I'm going to find a way to slide it in there. Hey man, did I mention y'all need to like this? I'm going to find a funny way to get it. But now what I'm noticing, if you're on a live stream and you're on your phone, you may as well not even ask nobody to like it because you're really asking the possibility of them leaving your whole live because they have to exit out. Go get out the comments, go to the like. Then when they come back to the comments, there's a possibility they'll be coming outside of the live. It's crazy. So that's one of the reasons I don't mention. Another thing, and I'm not going to tell y'all all my secrets, not tonight anyway. You will rarely see me post a video before 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, I know there's different time zones all over the world, but why not before 5? How many times have I been at work sneaking, watching a video, and I got to turn it off because the supervisor come around, and I was the supervisor, but a subordinate come around, and I was supposed to be watching videos, or I get called to a meeting, I got to stop it, and I don't return. I don't want my viewers to experience that. I want them to be able to enjoy as much of Rod as they choose to, not that they're forced to. So you'll rarely see me drop a video before 5. I also drop a video at 10 o'clock. I've gone live at 12 o'clock at night. Guess what? I wasn't the only one that was up. There was a whole lot of people up. I was like, man, I didn't think this was going to happen. I don't do it a lot because I don't want to spoil that one time or 2 times it happened. But I just really think, hey, what up, Big Merv? I like what MC said. It's just understanding. And I tell you what, if we pull up 14 people right now, we'll probably hear 14 different ways to do this. you're going to have maybe 3 that look at analytics. You may have 2 that don't. You're going to have 3 that look at the dip. You're going to have 1 that doesn't. And I
But
like to listen. Go ahead.
if things are not working for you and you want to see improvement and you're not looking at the analytics, then I don't got no sympathy for you, because I don't think that you're trying hard enough. If you're fine with the way things are, if you're fine with the, the subscribers, the retention, your growth, then you're one of those people. You just do your thing. Just do your thing, and that doesn't matter. But if you say to me, or you're complaining about something, or you want something different, then you need to put some work in there. And I'm in the place, me personally, that I want something different. And so I'm trying to make some changes. And I'm not change, not extreme changes. Like I said, I might have to tweak the structure, the same content, but let me load this in the front end because this is what they enjoy. Let me do less of this. Let me make this section a little less technical because I don't want to lose them here. Show them real numbers, because you showed real numbers on the Google before. So they might want to see, your actual full, how many shares you have and all that. So I have to decide, okay, this is the structure that I think is going to get them to engage the best.
And I totally agree. I totally agree with you there. If you don't look at the analytics and you want to grow, you're probably not going to grow. And I can't say I'm not going to have sympathy for you unless you come up with an alternative. Going back to when I said YouTube was a vehicle, believe it or not, and YFC, your favorite couple, was around when this happened. I made more money on YouTube when I had between 1,000 and 1,500 subscribers than I do now with all 3 channels put together. I made more money from YouTube when I was getting 80 to 100 views per video.
Fan funding?
It was sponsorships. It was merch. But the biggest one, believe it or not, was likability. And I'm telling y'all right now, I will find this between now and the end of the week, and I will pull up a live stream. And YFC can tell you, your favorite couple can tell you, I had people doing super chat wars, trying to outdo each other. I sat back in my chair and I didn't say a word. And I just watched them go from 25 to 200.
That's another issue with being a financial content creator. I don't know what there may be.
I tell you what it is. They think you're already rich.
There may be a stigma with that when it comes to that genre, but I definitely, I would start another channel before I would mix anything else really out of the box on my channel.
Yeah, it was crazy, and I didn't even ask. It was crazy. It was just little stuff that I never thought would work. I was just doing it, and it was working. I'll tell y'all a story, and I'll play it. Remember I said copying the right cat? I didn't copy what he did, but I was similar. I was watching Nick Nimmin. If you ever been on YouTube for a while, you know who Nick Nimmin is. He come on Saturday, and he had this thing when you became a member. It said, "Welcome to the Nimminati." I said, well, I ain't gonna say that. And that's when I came up with this super chat. And those 2 words, that's me, has made me more money than I probably made in ads. Just from that. It was things I was trying, things I was doing, and mixing up some sales stuff too. And I'm not going to get into that, because if you're not naturally can do it, it's not going to work. But I think when it comes to like memberships, super chats, sponsorships, I can't really say merch anymore. That's where the real revenue is. Or you can do the video route. People do that as well. The Discords, the Patreons. I have all that stuff. I don't do much on the Investment Rod Patreon, but the PBT I used to, it's just I've stretched myself a little too thin. But you have to go.
It's exhausting.
Say it again, Lisa.
It is. This week hasn't been that bad, but I'm telling you, There was one week. It was like people kept asking me questions, and the way I don't know. Oh man. I want to give a decent answer to a question. And, especially if it's funds, I have this fund and I'm thinking about this one. I have to go and look them up, and I have to, put them in a chart so that I can compare the two and explain to them like, yo, this is not a good fit, or this is a good fit, but I think you should do a higher percentage here and there. And I tell people, you at me, and I will try to answer your question. So I have to make the time to do it. But sometimes it gets to be a little bit much. Never mind just doing my regular posts. And yeah, but I have to find a way to balance it better, or just make the rounds, like Discord posts, YouTube community page posts, put something in my Instagram story, like.
I hate, and you do
go
something
over to TikTok, do something over there.
I hate posting on Instagram because that turned into a whole job. That's going to be a 30-minute evolution. But you do something I don't do, or that I'm trying to get better at. You're very consistent every day, unless you're traveling or you were under the weather. You're not posting, you're putting out a video.
Rod, don't even give me a compliment, because I only did shorts today.
Oh, well, I picked the wrong day to give you a compliment. Damn,
you
Lisa.
Picked the wrong day.
Damn. Well, okay. Most days then.
I want to get to the point where I'm putting out a lot more content.
Really? I do too, but I think my record was 5. I did 5 videos in one sitting. And I felt good. And I
never batch record.
I don't like to either.
And I'm not, and sometimes can I talk about something that's a little pet peeve of mine right now?
Man, that's what we're here for. That's why we're here. This is a YouTube forum within YouTube. So.
I hope no one minds that I say this, but they're using AI to make their thumbnails, and there'll be a picture of somebody else on the thumbnail. What is that about? Have you seen what I'm talking about?
No, but if yours sent me a AI picture of me, it almost had me. But
Rod, I think if you don't want to take some new real pictures, I think we need to put 10 pictures of you in the AI bot and make some.
I like my same pictures. It's working for that other girl. I like it. No,
okay.
Really, believe it or not,
like it?
You're about the 15th person that told me that. I hate taking pictures. I absolutely hate it.
Rod, you have a picture. But it's not.
Well, I got a cartoon character. Maybe I change his clothes.
You got a picture that's not good. And I've had to make a thumbnail with your picture on it before, and I was like, oh my God, it was a struggle. But you're not the only one who sent me a picture for me to make the thumbnail, and they don't even have arms. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do?
Man, it depends, because most of those pictures I don't take. Somebody else take them. I'd be like at a cruise or some of those, or if I'm at an event. I don't.
Okay, listen. Most of my thumbnails, AI Lisa's on the thumbnail. Listen, I think
that ain't really you.
Oh, pull up. Can you show my thumb? I don't know.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Hey. Just asking for a friend. She know what you're talking about. Hey, well, we really about to see what you're talking about, because we're gonna pull you up. This ain't even Lisa, man. I am totally flabbergasted.
Listen, I gotta listen.
Well, hell, I throw my AI person up there. I'm gonna be looking like. I think he looked like Charlie Wilson or something. I thought I was gonna be on the gap.
AI Lisa is a fair representation of me. You guys see me on camera enough.
Here, let me pull this up, man. Oh, there it is. Okay, boy, I got to make this humongous. Yeah, now that you said that, ain't you? Hold up, y'all. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. I don't know how we gonna do this, but I'm gonna make this here.
Should I bring this topic up? Oh no.
Hey, your favorite couple. This ain't really Lisa we about to see. I'm just, man, I got it. Boy, this is funny. Hold on. I don't even know what my share button is. This is so funny. You shouldn't have told nobody. I would have never known.
Oh.
All right, so y'all, can y'all see this? I'm gonna put me and Lisa. I'm gonna make this as big as I can. So me and Lisa are gonna be. We're gonna be here. Y'all will hear us. Well, let me see if I can put us down here. Well, yeah. All right. Y'all see Lisa right there? That ain't really her. That's the AI Lisa.
Yeah,
But
all those with the white shirt on. Yeah, that is
your
AI.
thumbnail look like mine, Lisa. They all the same picture. Hold on.
I do use that picture a lot.
Yeah. Well, what you telling me? I didn't change
Okay,
my picture for this.
because your picture, that my picture is a whole Lisa with shoulders and
No, it
arms.
ain't. You got Lisa over the edge. You don't see Lisa over there hanging off the edge. Lisa hanging off the edge. She flipped around right there. I'm telling you, man. Man.
Okay, so yeah, that row you went by a row that was actually pictures, was real pictures of
Oh,
me.
this really you? Well, hell, I can't.
Not that line. Go down a bit. Go down again. That line right there. Those are all regular pictures of me, except for the one at the very end. The where the yellow is, you build your wealth. All those are regular pictures of me.
This
Those
you
are
right
old.
there?
Yeah, those are all regular pictures of me. But then at the end, you see I'm back to the white shirt. That's the
That don't even look like you, man.
it, Rod, if it didn't look like me, you would have been looked at it side eye before.
I ain't
No,
never seen that picture before. I got, oh boy, now I'm gonna have to really go with the, now I ain't gonna believe nobody really nobody. I'm gonna have to meet everybody in person now.
well,
Hey,
are you seeing me on the camera right now? So you know it's really me.
all right,
You
y'all.
know I think it's a fair representation of what I actually look like. Do you disagree?
No, I would disagree. Because I didn't know that was AI. Man, that's scary, yo.
But you
Futuristic.
put you put I don't know. I think it was maybe like 5 or 10. I put 5 or 10 real pictures of me in there, and then they create some AI images. So I can say, put Lisa in an orange top, or with a V-neck, or put Lisa in a black turtleneck
I'm
with
gonna
a
see.
silver necklace on.
I'm gonna see if I can find the AI rod when not right now, but I'm gonna find it. It is hilarious. It looks. It don't. I guess it do maybe look like me. I don't know. Oh, it's right here. I'm gonna forward it. Hey, y'all.
So
So
did the person send it to you in a joking way, or did
no,
they
I
really
asked
want
for
to
it.
use
Well,
it?
they did one of themselves that looked like them, and then I did one, and I look like about 5 different people, man. I don't know who this.
Yeah,
I need
sometimes
to
they
show
don't come
y'all
out
this.
good. And it's hard for me too because my AI has to have fake braids, and I don't like the way that it was making my braids look.
You just tell it all your secrets, huh? So them ain't your braids either.
And on the AI image of me, no,
Yeah,
it's not me. It's not me, so it's not my braids.
boy. Oh boy.
It's AI braids.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know.
get this picture. I got to show y'all now. Now I might be able to pull this off since I know ain't nobody really nobody. No, I'm kidding, man. Let me see if I can pull this up. All right. We got 11 real homies in the crib. Do me a favor, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm going to take the Lisa down and put us back up. And there definitely needed just one, just like those after church naps on Sunday. Oh, okay. You talking to YFC. All right. Let me see if I can pull this up here, man. Let me see. Let
No
me see.
thanks. No thanks. What?
What they say? Oh, I think they were talking about the AI. It's one of the better AI photo. Yeah, yeah, you ain't lying. Cause when y'all see mine, don't y'all laugh. I didn't make this. Somebody sent it to me. I promise
But okay. But I think with what I was saying about these thumbnails with somebody else on there, if you're trying to build a connection with the people, I want them to see me, 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 me on the thumbnail, not some other girl. Well,
you.
how is
Exactly.
that?
I agree, Lisa. I wouldn't either.
It's confusing to me, but
So these people are actually putting a whole different person on there.
yeah.
Mm.
You haven't noticed this? Okay. Never
Nah,
mind.
well, I didn't even know you wasn't you on the thumbnail. So I probably say all kind of people that ain't really themselves. I don't know. Let me see here. Oh, I gotta download it. Hold on, I gotta do that. Man, this thing is driving me crazy. See what I'm going through right now in the middle of a live, y'all. I don't even know how to work my own computer. I don't care. And sometimes you have to be that way. But sometimes you may want to be not that way. Like I think Lisa's more cognizant of a lot of things that go on her channel. But sometimes I used to be, but it started driving me nuts because I had a lot of stuff happening. I mean, I've fallen out of chairs. My chair broke down on the live. I tore my whole studio up. I got back, put everything together, and told them the show must go on and finish the live. I mean,
thankfully I didn't fall down on camera, but I have fallen down right before I was gonna go live.
Well, your favorite couple decided to remix mine, and they I think, oh man, I don't. I'm just gonna do it this way. This is just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's got my computer doing crazy stuff.
Okay, Rod. Any other questions or things I can share on the topic? Thank you for having me up.
Oh, you can, yeah. Anything you want. I'm gonna be ending here in a minute. I'm trying to get this little thing.
Any questions? You don't have any questions for me? I know.
Oh yeah, I'll come up with something. So that's me, y'all. I told her I wanted a purple suit. That's me. I wish I could make it here. Let me see if I can. It's ridiculous, man. Well, no, I didn't want it right there.
Your head looks a little small. It looks disproportionate.
It don't even look.
Your head looks a little disproportionate to your body.
It's kind of standing like I would stand, but I don't do my head like that. I look like I'm one of the Temptations or the Sixth Heartbeat or something. I don't know what I'm looking like.
And you hit that plus at the bottom of the screen, that plus sign at the bottom of the.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to make it no bigger. Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to see it. Okay, never mind.
I know you are. I made it bigger than I took. I said no. Yeah, I will just for the sake of to show y'all I'm not a bad sport. I'll make this a little bigger. I'm not a bad sport.
But yeah, I think you could give it another try. Like I said,
I didn't make that. I'm not doing
like you're not going to make it one. Okay, never mind. I won't go on about making.
I don't care.
I haven't made one in a minute. Okay, we're seeing your email right now, Rod. Okay.
Yeah, I took it down. It wasn't in there anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just. And let's see here. Just asking, cracking. Let's see everybody laughing, man. Oh, I gotta get me and Lisa back up here. Let me take this down and put us back up here. Everybody laughing, but okay. Here, let me see. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. We're gonna do a rapid fire here.
So I'm going to be live on Friday night and on Sunday. Okay, Rod? You going to come visit
Sunday, Friday on Marlene. I'll be interviewed, I think, the same time y'all are live. I'll be interviewed Friday by House of X.
Okay.
I'll be there Sunday. This is a question I have. How often do you look at your numbers?
Constantly, all day, every day.
Wow. Now, did you do that when you first started, or
which numbers are we talking about? Because
your YouTube numbers.
No, but which YouTube numbers? Because okay, like you said, I put out content pretty regularly. I put out shorts, or I put out a video, or I put out a poll question. So I want to make sure that I'm answering the questions, engaging.
I would say, how often do you look at because I can pretty much tell you probably look at views more than anything.
Yeah, it's probably every hour of the day, because I'm gonna go and I'm gonna really check on the comments. I'm gonna go and see how something is doing, So, but it's a lot about making sure to release the comments and see how things are progressing. Because I hold all my comments. I hold all my comments and release them as they come in.
Gotcha. How as subscribers, not followers, just subscribers on YouTube?
Whose comments get held?
No, as far as subscribers, how often do you look at your subscribers? Every week, every day, every couple of days?
I'm gonna see it every day because that's one of the pages in the app on my phone. So I'm gonna see it every day. So I mean, I'm looking all the time, and I'm just checking all the numbers every night. I'm probably gonna see how much how much my revenue went up, how much my subscribers went up. Sometimes I can't remember exactly day to day how much things are growing, but I'm looking. And obviously, as a monetized person, since I've gotten monetized, there's only been 1 month that I didn't get a check. So,
Mm.
um, and so with that, it's nice to know, oh, okay, I'm past at least the initial threshold, and now I'm building, but it's nice to know at least I'm set to that point.
And that's a good point because it's, and a lot of people don't know this. In order to get paid from YouTube, there's a threshold of $100. If your videos or lives or whatever you're doing, shorts, don't equal $100, then you're not going to get paid. What we're doing now, we're going to get paid in February. If I keep getting caught slipping on PBT, I'm not going to get paid in February. Well, I will because of other things I have, and they combine channels, so they'll combine PBE and PBT. But if I only had one channel, I wouldn't get paid. So you have to hit the threshold. Lisa's gone 3 years well, minus the 1 year and 5 months where she wasn't monetized, got monetized, and only missed 1 month. That's phenomenal. I mean, that's great work.
And the month that I missed it, I shouldn't have missed it because I was just in a funk, and I just, I should have done a couple more videos. I could have stayed on live longer. I could have easily at least gotten, but I was really down in the dumps. So.
Well, a question I have for you, Lisa, have you ever felt at any point that YouTube overtook your life? Like you were focusing, like I'll give you a prime example. Last night I went to bed and I was up and down all night because I went to bed with a lot of YouTube stuff on my mind. And it messed up my night's sleep. I'll be honest. Have you encountered that or?
No, and I have this little joke. Like people that know me, I always jokingly say, like I'm not impressed. Like I'm not impressed with myself. When I'm impressed with someone, I will let you know. If I did something impressive, I will, I'll be feeling myself, and I'm just not. And I don't know if I've ever shared this with you before or talked about it, on anything that we've done, but Keenan, as a he is a mentor to me as far as actually building my portfolio and gaining financial knowledge and knowing how to do everything. But also, he is an inspiration to me as a YouTuber, which, totally off topic of what I usually would be saying about him, because I'm not sure exactly how many days, but it starts with a 5. It's 500 and something. He went over 500 days straight of doing a YouTube video. Listen, I haven't gone more than 30 days straight. And some of that 30 was a live or something that I clipped and repurposed up. So he truly did over 500 days. Now you got to think, what happens in a 500-day time span? That's everybody's birthday. That's every holiday. That's every sickness. That's every toothache, every doctor's appointment. Somebody passed away. Somebody had a baby. Everything that happens in 500 days, he was able to get his content out. So when I think about things, I look to somebody that impresses me on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I got you. Now, does he batch record or does he?
No, he made those videos every day. And his content is time sensitive. This ain't I'm going to go to work and I'm going to come home on Saturday. We can't think of Curtis. Not Curtis. Who was on with you recently?
Clarence.
Clarence. I don't even do that. If I feel like I pulled my information from my video and I feel like it's not, I understand people can be watching it months later, but if I pull my information, I feel like, oh, it got a little outdated, got a little stale, I'm gonna re-pull it before I record it. But I don't batch record. I've never recorded something and it sat here for a week or two, or I recorded it on Sunday and didn't put it out till Friday.
It's hard to batch record in the finance niche too because everything changes daily.
Yeah, unless it's like an inspirational video, then that's fine, or an interview chat. But I don't do much of that. Mm-hmm. So I think it wouldn't make sense if I put numbers out and the numbers in the video. I understand, like I said, I know people could be watching it at different times, but when I put out the video, if the numbers are 2 weeks old or a week old, I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, because I look at a lot of, even in the finance niche, and I could tell you there are a lot of big YouTubers that do batch record. They may go in and do some editing. I can look at what they're wearing and tell you, you're not going to find somebody wearing the same outfit 3 days straight. It's just not going to happen. I mean,
I haven't noticed that. I don't know who you're calling big.
I have a whole lot of
time. Let's not name names, but I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm not going to name names. It's not important, but I watch a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with it. But in the investing niche that I'm in, it's hard. And credit card is easy because those things aren't going to change.
There's certain content, and I've seen people, sometimes I watch, for inspiration, like, Nick Nimmin and different things like that. And I've seen, not him specifically, but I've seen people talk about, you got to put your video on in private and let it sit for a day. I ain't got time to let it sit for a day. As soon as that video is done checking, I got to put the video out. Like,
that's think a question right there that we have. And I'm coming back to you, Big Murph. But how long? I'm with you. I don't agree with that holding video stuff.
No, if it's gone through the checks, especially if I'm doing a video and I'm going to say that, the S&P hit for the second time already in 2026, has hit an all-time high. I can't let that video sit around. If Trump did something with, China's was in conflict with China's president and they did whatever, I don't have time. I check once it goes through the checks and I can see that it says none. That's it for me. I'm not about letting it sit. And I do use the feature of, I don't know, you probably have never done this. I do sometimes use the feature of putting 3 different titles and 3 different thumbnails. I know you don't have time to make 3 thumbnails.
No, I will. I have time. I just haven't done it. I have all the time in the world.
And for me, I have at least 450 thumbnails. So it takes me it's just a matter of changing the words at this point, because I have so many different backgrounds, so many different, I don't have to move me from the left to the right, or, I just need to just go in. I can make the thumbnails rather quickly.
And to answer this question, for me, I hold my content to after 5. Anytime after 5 is free game for me. I don't hold. I've held some stuff. I tried it one time. I held a video for 2 days. I didn't get any better result if I'd have dropped it 2 minutes after it finished. That was just me. Now, going back up to Big Murph, he says, going back to the analytics, Lisa, do you think you overanalyze your numbers? If you do you think you're still being authentic to your content or making content for the analytics?
I definitely think I'm being authentic to the content. And that's what I was trying to share. If I'm just moving the structure of the content or trying to integrate, for example, the definitions or my, calls to action in a smoother way, I don't feel that I'm being, I feel that I'm still being authentically me. I'm giving the content, but if people are losing interest in my video because I'm giving the most interesting part at minute 3, then, and I can move that up to 52nd instead of having it 3 minutes in, then I'm willing to do that. And I don't think that I'm not being authentic by doing that. It's the same content. I'm not over here, giving you a video on a fund that I don't believe in. I'm not over here talking about Pepe coin or something that I don't hold in my portfolio, that I would not encourage anyone to, So why do you feel about
I'll
that?
speak on your behalf. I don't think you're not being authentic by looking at your analytics. And I must correct myself because I use my analytics quite a bit when I got monetized. And what I did is, let's say I noticed the drop off point Lisa's talking about. If people were watching my videos, say if the average view duration, if the view duration was 4 minutes and 13 seconds, Rod wanted, and I had say a 9-minute video. I'm going to put a ad at 2 minutes. I'm not going to wait to 4 minutes. That's too close to 4 minutes and 13 seconds. I'm probably going to try to find a cliffhanger at about the 3:40, even though that's kind of closer than I want. I'm going to get those two. Now, for the people that go over 4:13, I'm going to have one more ad. That's it, no more than 3. And the people that don't, I've already hit them with hopefully the beginning ad and 2 more ads. And I still produce, like Lisa's saying, authentic content, but I use my analytics to see what was the best fit to be able to capitalize my revenue. So I don't think if you use analytics, you're not being authentic. You're just using another tool to make yourself better. Some people will use it, some people won't, but I don't think it's wrong to use it. And the times I have used it, it did benefit me. I'll be honest. It's just, I already overanalyze what I'm going to record. Now, if I overanalyze the analytics, I won't have to worry about analytics because I won't be recording anything to analyze.
Yeah. So the first part of the question, do I think I'm overanalyzing my numbers? Yes, I am overanalyzing. Right now, I'm in a place, right, these next few weeks, I'm going to continue to overanalyze because I want to improve on my structure. But no, I do not think that it's making me less authentic. I think it's helping me to figure out how to get better engagement and retention.
And that's the thing I want to bring up is at some point you have to look at your analytics because there's so many questions. I'm going to get back to the nickels with the holding, but there's so many questions about subscribers or views. Which one is more important? Well, at the end of the day, subscribers is not, for me, it's not as important as views, but then I learned it's not necessarily the views because like Lisa was just saying, if I got a video with 150 views, but everybody fell off at 30 seconds and the ad doesn't show till 2 minutes, I really haven't made much revenue. So I'm going to have to tweak some things. I'm going to have to make a better video.
And you'll never know that unless you look.
You have to look at your analytics.
If you don't care, don't look. If you do care, look and do the things, make those changes. Like how Rod was just describing. If you know your average view duration, position the ads differently. Or if you don't want the people to get hit with an ad because you know you're at a particular point where it's very important that they get through that because that could keep them engaged longer. Think about those things.
And I didn't realize how much I say or I'll pause when I talk until I started doing my own ads in my videos. Now I let YouTube do it, but man, I was like, this is perfect. Ad, because I'm going to say something after that, but it sounded terrible. And I wasn't taught that in college or in high school. And the nickels, I'm new to this. I'm new. That's why I've been told. I let it sit for 2 days at least and then release it. Now, what I look at in any niche, not any niche, but a lot of niches, the 2 days that I'm letting mine sit, it's millions of other people that are dropping their content. And by the time they get to mine 2 days later, they may not be as interested. That's what I've always been.
Yeah, that might work fine for their type of content in their niche. If they're baking cupcakes or I'm not sure what that goes on at their channel. If it's if it's gardening and variety, I think that is fine. But if, for something stock related, like today, the Google surpassed Apple in market cap. I don't need to let that sit for 2 days. That's something that is time sensitive and my videos, they wouldn't flow properly if when I make those references, it's one thing and I can only generally talk about ETF so much. I wonder, yeah, like your guest from the other day, who, he has a structure and a style that he's able to batch record and just give those inspirational things and talk about, I did $5 a day into this ETF. I wanted to do more content than that. So those are the things that resonate well, and it frustrates me because how I can't talk about VOO and FXAIX every day.
I want to go back to this, Lisa. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just frustrated because my best performing topics are just things that you can't talk about every day. So.
Well, and if you did, they probably would be the best performing ones. You know what I'm saying? So it may be good how you have it set up now.
It doesn't work well for someone who wants to do content every day, and their best content are those very particular niche things.
Now, I will say this, Nichols, I would try both ways. It's at the end of the day, it's what works for you. You may, if you see that your videos are working better, if you let them sit for 2 days and you're in the gardening community, you have that time. If you're in the building or the homestead, you have that time. And if it doesn't work, try doing it immediately. Try 24 hours, try 12 hours. You never know. But what I try not to do, I used to do it. I try not to listen to all notice I said at the beginning of this live, I don't listen to all the noise, because what may work for Lisa may not work for Rod, where I've seen so many people kill it. I can do the exact same video and say word for word what they said. They'll have just numbers out this world, and my numbers will be down here on the ground. And I can't figure it out. And that's why Lisa said, I'm not saying that's why, but frustrating, because I want to get away from doing ETLs, but my best videos are ETLs,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, if that's her personal preference and she, edits and gets it ready and can wait and feels like it can wait for 2 days, then I don't feel that my content I feel like my content is more time sensitive, and I don't have any stored up stuff. So when I do a video, it's coming out. It's not being saved.
Now, I'm looking at your studio. I've always admired it. And when you first started, did you spend a lot on equipment when you first started?
No, I didn't. Because I'm a person, my studio, raking the leaves, cleaning my house, power washing my house, getting the groceries. I think to myself, if I spend money for this, do I deserve to have the landscape guy come here and do the leaves and shovel the snow and use the whatever that service is that they deliver the groceries to the house? Am I going to use my time to earn more money? Am I going to be productive because I delegated that, Mm-hmm. And when I think about it, I usually don't think that my lifestyle and my earnings commands that. And so I took my time, and I was gifted some things. And I picked up some things that, I had some things donated. I asked for things. And so I did not. If you watch my first videos, I'm on my cell phone. I edited on my phone and everything. I recorded on my phone. I edited in CapCut. I put it up. And that was that. And then I had to delete it off my phone because my phone was jacked up. I had no space.
Now I wanna address this, because Just Asking for a Friend says she hates waiting 2 days.
Then don't wait 2 days. When you put it in the YouTube studio, when it approves and it goes through and it says none. I don't know. I can't think of what the page looks like off the top of my head. Okay, listen, this is like how we say this is not financial advice. This is what
YouTube advice.
This is not YouTube. When I upload the video, once that column says that it's done checking, there's no issues, that video is getting released. I've never sat here. Who has time to be letting the video sit here for 2 days? Not me.
I've let one video sit for 2 days, and I think one for 24 hours. And I just told y'all, if I add all these up, 800, I have over 1,300 videos, and I've had two that I let sit, and I saw actually a worse performance than I normally would. So this is a great question. I was going to ask Lisa this as well. I do want to, let me make sure. This here it's a couple one, but the next one is, do you schedule a premiere for your videos? That way you can engage in real time with your subscribers while the video is airing for the first time. I'm gonna let Lisa take that first, or I can take it first.
Sometimes I don't do it every time. Sometimes I do. If I'm home and I think it's a time when I can actually, let me tell you something. That's another little pet peeve of mine. If I premiere a video, I'm going to be in the chat. I hate if I go to your live, I don't want to go to a live and it be a silent live and you ain't even there. I don't want to go to a premiere and you're not even there in the chat. Okay, but that's not the person's question.
But no, that's a good point. That's a good point, Lisa. People do that. What's the point of doing a premiere?
Yes. Well, I think, did I ever forget? I don't think I ever forgot. Maybe once I did forget, but very rarely. I always try to be in the premiere. I don't premiere videos very, very often, but I think that's another way. When you set it up as a premiere, I think it pushes out a little bit differently, because it'll say, like, kind of like when you're about to go live in 30 minutes, if people have on their, have the certain level of notification, I think when you do it as a premiere, as opposed to releasing the video, it might push out a little harder to people. So I do it sometimes, but not all the time. But when I do, I try to be there, and I try to do it, like Rod said, at the most time when I think that people can be the most engaged, and I might be able to say, something to them.
Well, Big Murph, I'll tell you, I can count on one hand how many times I've done a premiere, and that's 5 or less.
And even when I do my premiere, I do a 1-minute contemporary intro, not no 2-minute, 5-minute. I'm trying to just get the information out to you. I'm not trying to keep y'all. I want you to come. Please come. I want you to be able to watch the whole video and find something. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If it's your type of topic, I want to just create a way to just make it engaging and quick and concise, and that's it.
And I agree with Lisa. I mean, when I have done premieres, I didn't know it was going to be a premiere until I decided, when I set it up, I treat it like a video. The reason I said that, Big Murph, that way you can engage in real time with your subs. I do that in live streams. One of the things that happened to me, I'm not saying, obviously, I'll tell you who does well with premieres. That's your favorite couple. They are the king and queen of premieres. They have a lot of success. Well, I thought I was going to have the same success, and I did a premiere, and I had 4 people there, and I'm like, why am I sitting here for 4 people? And I got over that mentality, but I said, let me let the video be the video and the live be the live, because while I'm interacting, and I want to read this here, that way I can engage in real time. I can't really engage the way I like to engage by typing. I want to engage verbally. And sometimes typing can get misconstrued. I just want to kind of just say it.
Yeah. But like I said, I think it pushes out differently. If you did want to give memberships, you can give memberships. It gives people another chance to, if you want to do a super chat goal or something like that, it's different. You have a little bit more opportunities by doing a premiere than a live. So there are some, depending on your content and how you want to go about it, it could be something that, you could use those different things to your advantage.
Right. Now, have you ever recorded and edited a video on your phone?
Yes, that's what I said I was doing when I first started. I'm right on my iPhone. I put my phone on the tripod sideways, and that was that. But now, okay, you want me to talk a little bit about my studio?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So yes, well, this is my house. This is the top level of my house. I don't know if you could tell the slant that's there. Oh, you took yourself off of the
I'm
screen?
still here. Yeah,
I'm
I
like, what's
want people to
happened there?
see it. We're gonna see this.
But yeah, I ordered these tiles and I have a Shure mic. I have my Rodecaster here. I have a second TV on top of the desk, which is my second monitor. And so, you know, this is my setup. I have my camera out there on the floor behind my desk on a tripod, and I just have to come, sit, plug in a few things, and I'm ready to go.
Wow. And you know, Lisa just reminded me,
Everything, yeah, people ask all the time, is this like everything is real? My real bull. Everything here is real. It's not a green screen.
that's another sponsorship I have. The Rode or Rhodey, however you say that, Mike. I have a sponsorship with them. I forgot all about that one. I mean,
No, I have a Shure mic. I have the Rodecaster.
yeah,
Yes.
got you. That soundboard thing, or
Yeah, I have the Duo. I have the Rodecaster Duo, which is a smaller one, but it's only me up here. I've never even had to put a second mic into it. And I got my mic covers from Doc Rock. Sometimes I change it up. I'll be doing pink and I'll have my lights pink in the back. And I don't know if you noticed that.
yeah. Well, you made my little rod pink one time. We did a collab. I had to be the pink one.
Oh, one time I did one with you. I did orange.
Yeah.
One time I was on your show a while back. I've had an orange top on. I have my orange lights going. And so I have lighting on the floor down here behind me. And then I have lighting on my, that I have connected to my desk.
And I brought that up for a reason. We do have a house, Mighty House of X Entertainment Incorporated. I've said twice already. I've said a third time. I will be on their channel this Friday for an exclusive interview / conversation. I've been on there before while I was on as Point Blank Travel. This time we will be discussing the entire Point Blank network. And I don't know the questions. I don't even want to know them. House of X surprised me, man. Leo and Winston, glad to have y'all in the house. Reason I asked about the studio, but let me get through these questions. I'm gonna come back to the studio, and everybody's speaking. I know.
Yeah, it's a personal. It's hard. Like I was describing, it gets a little hard for me sometimes to spend money on certain things. So
I did a premium. What is it? I did a premium and hated it because if I get behind, y'all may have to say that again. And why I thought it was great. Y'all may have to remind me what y'all were talking about. I think people were more worried about it if they were going to miss something in the chat versus watching the video. Okay, hold up. Okay, I get it now. Just asking, she did a premiere. She hated it. And Nicole said, why did you hate it? Because they thought it was great. And then just as I said, I think people were more worried about if they were going to miss something in the chat versus watching the video. I like that point. And I'm gonna tell y'all, if I'm in your live stream or your premiere and I say hi and I don't text anymore, trust and believe you probably have something going on that I'm extremely interested in. If you see me typing a lot after speaking, I'm gonna speak to everybody, but if you see me typing a lot after speaking, there's probably not a lot going on in that live or video. It's a fun fact about Rod. So I have to agree with that. If you go to some of these lives and some of these premieres, there's more typing going on than engaging in what's on the screen. It's over here and not right here. That's another.
Rod, you know how you say you be watching people on the TV? I sometimes watch on my TV too, but I stream off of my phone. So I pull up the YouTube video that I want to watch on my phone, then I go to that little, that icon, that little square icon, and then I throw it up on the TV. But I still can chat. I still can chat even though I'm watching it on TV. I don't know how you pull up the things on the TV.
I have it on the TV right here. And if I'm in your live stream and I'm typing, this is all day, every day. It's going to be 9 times out of 10 on my TV. I'm going to be typing right here from the laptop. And I can tell you right now, here's another fun fact. You're going to get 2 views. You're going to get 2 likes. You're going to get double because my TV is not on the same account as my laptop.
Oh, okay.
So you get a 2-for-1 special anytime I'm in your live. And don't let me change and go outside because now it's a 3-for-1 special. And if I'm messing up your algorithm, I'm sorry, because I'm going to watch it wherever I am. I'm going to watch it on my phone if I'm outside. People I like will genuinely have a minimum 4 subscriptions from me. And it's going to be not just one channel. Or I usually, my phone is typically on Investing with Rob. My laptop is on Points Blank Travel. This is on another channel, and my bedroom is on another channel. Every one of my devices is on a different channel because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Now, when you do a premiere, it asks more questions in the YouTube studio. Questions when you set it up, or
yeah, because you have to set up the time for the premiere. You have to set up that little video that starts in the beginning. You have to choose what type of video you want. You have to choose the length of the video. So yes. Are they asking that when you?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I don't know if that's a statement or a question.
It's a statement. I think it's
I always change I always change it to 1 minute, and my favorite is the contemporary. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I use contemporary. Yeah, I changed it to a minute. Well, the 5 times I did it, and I may do some because one thing I can say positive about a premiere, I do think, regardless of what the people are doing, whether they're typing, not typing, paying attention, they genuinely stay the entire premiere, as long as it's not too long. Now, I'm so confused because last year it was a short attention span and it was a push for shorts. Now I'm watching people in the finance niche that's got 15, 20-minute videos where I think I have one video that was close to 17 minutes on PBT that wasn't alive. And it was a lot of information. I wasn't just jibber jabbering, but I thought it was too long.
Yeah. And like I said, if people usually are watching 5 minutes, I doubt that that's a signal to me to make my video 14 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can try out different things. I can shoot my shot and see how it goes. But yeah, most likely it will be a test. And I think I already know the outcome of that test.
And for the people that are afraid to go live, I think there's something going on because I'm noticing a couple of the heavy hitter finance niche people, they're going live more often. I'm noticing that. And it's not KG. It's other people that are going live a lot more often. And I don't know why. Maybe they're reaching the masses more. I really don't. Maybe people are feeling like they're engaging more. Now, Lisa, let me ask you a question. I've always wondered this. I used to want all these people in my live stream until I realized I sucked at the comments. Are you the type of content creator? Do you want to, like, say 100 people in your live, or would you rather have 100 people in your live and it's out of control and you can't get to all the questions in the comments, or would you rather have 50 people in your live and you can control it?
I think
that's a tough question.
For more visibility, for more earning potential, I want the more people. As far as connecting with them, it's going to be you're going to lose. You're going to have the higher visibility. You're going to lose that quality connection with the people. Because even Anthony said to me one day, because like he'll be like, "How do you remember? How do you know so and so holds this and that, and this one has to go take their kid driving the car?" And you know, I can remember certain things because I have a small community. But yeah, would I give up that smaller community at some point? Hopefully, I have a larger community, and it's not going to be the same, but.
Well, right up there with premieres and people not being there, I rarely go to a big YouTuber's live because of what Big Murph said. I'm there for engagement. I mean, I could watch it later on and not worry about engagement, watch it as a replay, but I take pride when I do my lives that my viewers get to engage with me. They get to ask real world questions, real time questions. It irked me when I go into a big YouTuber and I ask a legitimate question and it doesn't get answered because no
Good.
human out there can keep up with all those comments.
Well,
No.
at least we're being realistic about it. We know that they can't. They physically cannot answer questions on their videos or in their lives because they get so many every day. If I put a comment on Keenan's video from yesterday or Sunday, he'll probably never see it. Like today is a new day and there's hundreds more new comments. So
Wow, look at this here. Miss Nichols, I done a live Saturday and I'm still getting views more than I ever had in a live. I've done like 5 of them. And that,
I
as
don't
you
have
do them, huh?
I don't really get that. And that's why I sometimes contemplated, if anything, that's the one thing I contemplated eliminating was the live. Because there's no replay value. And the RPM, CPM is usually nothing. So
Now I looked at my CPM today, and I remember when I used to really be into that. I looked at it today.
we didn't even talk about that today. Like
Well, I
sometimes
don't even know if I totally understand it. Really, I know it's cost per milli or cost per 1,000 views. And I'll share mine if you'll share yours, and I know you won't.
every video is different.
Well, it gave me an average. It gave me an average of overall.
I don't know what my overall average is, but
I remember when they said, when Roberto Blake said that if you had, I want to say back then, y'all, this was like 22-ish, 21-ish. If you were getting $16 to $18 CPM, which is, you got CPM and RPM, cost per milli, which is cost per 1,000 views, and revenue per 1,000 views. I think the revenue is a little less than the cost, something like that. I looked today and my CPM was $29.47. I'm like, where is the money? Because I don't think I'm seeing it. I want to know where it is. It blew my mind. So, and what we're talking about right now is in your analytics. You're gonna have to go in your analytics. I can sit here and talk, and Lisa can talk, but if you're not going to go into your analytics, it makes no sense. Now, am I familiar with all this stuff? Yes, because I looked at it all. Do I need to get back here looking at it? Yes, I'll be honest, I do. Do I need to make time? Will I make time? Probably. And that's why I wanted to do this live stream, because so often we get caught in what we don't do, and I'm not doing that, and that's crazy. But the more you listen to a person, it may just make sense. The more I'm listening to Lisa, it's making sense. I need to get back into my analytics. And that's why I want to do this, because everybody thinks there's a right way and a wrong way. There may be.
I'm telling you, they gave us that AI inside of the YouTube studio can only talk to you about you and your videos in the YouTube studio. It can't compare my video to Rod's video. All it could do is tell me about me. And I'm really trying to tap into that because, like they always say, when YouTube puts something out, like, or TikTok puts something out, they want you to use it. They put that there. So I want it to help me.
Well, and you bring up a good point, Lisa, and I've been thinking about it a lot, probably in the last, probably starting in about August of last year. We have to pivot it with YouTube. And this was my problem, and I'm sharing it with everyone. I had it figured out. I'm not changing. This has been working, and that's not going to work. You have to do things. Today, I may not look at analytics. 2 weeks from now, I may be all in the analytics. You have to find out what's working. Or, well, this thumbnail.
If you care to grow at a faster pace, because like I said, there might be some people that like, I'm not doing all that.
And it goes back. I'm going to do all that. Huh? Is it a hobby or a business? I said that at the beginning of the live. A lot of people, if it's a hobby, you may not want to do all this. If it's a business, you probably need to do. You're not going to have a business and then not look at how you're making money.
But yeah, and I think that, like I was talking about, and I can't say that I've never networked with people that were outside of my genre maybe did not quite enjoy my content or whatever. But I never put out anything just to put it out. If I put out a clip from a live stream, I try to find one of the best pieces that I really don't want to just be lost and get the message out. I try to put out something that is quality and interesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't clip every single live and just force it to pull something from it. And yeah, I think that I know you'll never see me. I don't think I've ever even gotten up to go get a glass of water when I'm on a live. Like I'm here, I'm talking, I'm engaged. I'm not trying to, leave you here watching the wind blow or the snow fall down to the.
Well, you would have cried in my old lives because I would get up, go to the restroom, and leave the chair. I would even put a commercial on because I'm like, by the time I do that, I'll be back. And it became a joke. Well, Rod, it's time for your bathroom break. Rod, oh my God. I'd come back and they were talking to my chair. They were making fun of me, but they were like, hello, chair. How are you doing today? We haven't seen you.
If that's somebody's style and that's working for them, fine. I think I've already created something that's not going to work for me, and that's not my style. And that's not
You probably see. I think and that's y'all. What we're talking about right now is different ways to do YouTube, and that's what I want to kind of get across to everybody. Is there a right way to do it? There is a right way to do it, but the way Rod do it is the way everyone should do it. The way Lisa do it is the way everyone should do it. No, we are all going to do what works for Lisa is not going to work for me. If I try to be organized, you trust me, you're going to know it. But if I'm not going to say organized, but if I try to be over organized, you're going to know it. But if I got to go to the restroom and I'm on a 4-hour live, which it was 4-hour lives back then, I'm going to the restroom. And I'm going to tell you, I'll be back. And I used to say, hey, I'll be back. Hopefully y'all still be here. And it never failed. And Game Master was here back then. House of X was here back then. I would come back and it would be either the same or more people in the live. And I'd be like, man, this is crazy. I can't believe it. And it goes back to, I used to tell House of X, man, I still tell them, won't y'all get back to Leo can tell you, Watson can tell you. I used to watch them at work and everybody was wanting to know what I was laughing at. And they'd be out in the park and just having all kind of conversation. But that's what worked for them. Can I go sit in the park? Doesn't really work for Rod. Can I do a short? I did a short with a Kool-Aid machine. I thought I'd get some views from that. I did. Not what I expected. So it's really, you have to find. I want to read this here. But I've noticed that people still watch and they stayed. A lady was sleeping and she had great numbers, over 100 viewers, laugh out loud. Yeah.
I'm jealous of certain people because I'm just like, they're making, I saw somebody, she made $400 and, I was like, she's not doing nothing. How is she? But, she gets that fan funding and, she's doing her thing. Yeah. I can't, there's certain things I won't do. It's not, it's not my quality. It's not my, I made a comment to someone made a comment to me recently, and it really touched my heart. He said that he watches me and his daughter watches me and I'm his daughter's role model. So listen, I have to present myself in a way that now, I already knew, or I assume that there are some young ladies that watch me, but hearing a father say that to me, do you know Miss Patty? Miss Patty.
Hey, just ask her, say they were sleeping.
Yes, people sleep and do all kind of weird stuff on the live and get good numbers.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a second because I'm gonna pull something up. Yes, right. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do all kind of stuff and it works, but it won't work for me. I've tried some of them, it just didn't work for me.
I'm sorry, y'all won't be seeing me doing jumping jacks on the live ever.
Yeah, go ahead. And just as I said, wow, different strokes, different folks, and we need more stuff like this. And like I say, if you open up your mind on YouTube, you're gonna be you have a better shot at being successful. If you have a closed mind, I'm not going to do that. I'm never doing that. You never know what may work. And when I say that, I'm not thinking about talking about going out here record something crazy, but like even analytics. I started off saying, I don't do that. I don't have time for that. Now I've migrated over. I didn't have time. I may have time. Oh, I need to correct myself. I did look at my analytics. Oh, I think I need to get back to my analytics. And guess what I'm going to be doing tomorrow? I'm going to be in my analytics. There's no penalty for changing your mind in this game. There's no penalty for changing your style. But you have to be what Big Merch said, be authentic. And Lisa, one other question. Did you have something you want to say? Yeah, there you go. Because
this is my studio jewelry box.
Well, you keep showing them stuff because I'm gonna mute myself. I just need to pull up something.
I don't have anything to show and tell. But yeah, I have a little TV. Someone was talking about they needed a second monitor. I was like, you don't have no old TVs around your house? I guess most people's TVs are really big, but I had a small enough TV that I was able to just put it on the desk with me. But I will shop my house. I will shop my house. If I don't have something around my house, I will ask my mom. I will ask a family member. Do you have a dresser? Do you have a stool? Do you have a computer desk chair? I have a small one. Yeah. Having a second monitor is helpful to me with the type of content that I have. Okay. A lady was sleeping and she had great numbers. Let me see if there's anything in the chat that I could, I got to look at the analytics and learn more about it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much content you have. You have to have a bit of content built up in order to, really have a lot of detail to pull information from. But I'm 3 years in, so that's definitely, I don't know at what point of how many videos I had before it was really easy for me to know when my audience is there, what videos are doing the best, what topics are doing the best.
I'll have to show y'all that later. It's taking a little longer than I expected.
Okay.
How long did it take you to get monetized? Matter of fact, I'm gonna answer that question because she answered it. How long did it take to get monetized? That was a year and 5 months, right, Lisa?
Yeah, about that.
And were there any were you doing lives and videos or just videos?
I was doing both at that point. I was doing my Sunday time slot at that time. And one of the, like I said, I got to the 3,000 watch hours and I didn't click the partial monetization. But that last 1,000 hours, I got that last 1,000 maybe in a week and a half or so. After all that other time trying to get the 3,000. But after the year time frame, my hours started to drop off. So I was in that battle stage. So anybody, make sure you put the work in to get all of your hours. If you are in that stage of building, get all the hours in that first year. Get all that hours in the first 10 months. Do your best to get your hours achieved before you're in that space where every day you look and you don't know how much is going to go up and how much is going to drop off. Because I was in that battle.
All right, Lisa, I found it. I'm gonna share my screen, y'all, just so y'all know what I say I mean and what I mean I say. Do you know about the partial monetization? And we can go over that, or actually, you can answer it, or we can go over it however y'all want to do it. I'm gonna share my screen. It's cracking me up just looking at it. So this is a video, and that's me live. That's me live. That's in the middle of a live stream. It's just my chair. Back in the day, this video is let's see here. Let's see. All right, so this is why I say people watch people they like. This video is 4 years old. I'm gonna play some of it just so y'all will see it's real.
How long are you not there?
Let's see. I'm about to come back here shortly. This video has 1.3K views, and this is why I say people will sit around for people they like, but you have to get to this point. And so it's been on. Here I come right now. I'm just coming back, not caring. Probably did something to the camera. Then I sat back down. Move the camera. I mean, it's just me being myself. 1.3K views. There it is right there. I'm not making it.
Man, I'm glad I looked up and saw that. But we're going to take a longer intermission because now I just want to get.
I mean, I'm telling y'all, we're going to take a longer intermission now. And y'all, that's Rod.
Thank you for the flashback, Rod with long hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's hilarious, man. And let me look. I'm gonna get this off.
Does everybody have the YouTube Studio app on their phone?
Great question.
People can tell when you are being you. I can tell you about it later. Okay.
Me?
No, someone is asking about the partial monetization, and the person is saying they'll tell them about it later. Unless you're going to tell them about it.
No, I ain't going to tell them. I'm going to show y'all. Y'all thought I was kidding. I'm going to show you one more thing. This is my most watched. You look at this thumbnail. I just want y'all to see this thumbnail. It should be against some rule, but it's not. Look at this thumbnail. I'm in the bathroom at my job, taking a picture with some credit cards and some writing over here. And let me scroll up a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all see it. 16,000 views. Here go another thumbnail. Look at this. 11,000 views. Had my fro.
What year was this?
Oh, about 5 years ago.
Listen, I don't know. Was it them? I wasn't around in those days.
I mean, look at this thumbnail. I'm sitting in the living room. I got a ball. I went boys to men on them. I throw a ball cap. I ain't care. I tried it all, man. I was looking for a garbage man outfit at one point. You know, yes, you are. I mean, you have to. It's just with me. That's what worked. And I'm gonna share one more thing, and we're gonna get off this part of it. Let me go back over here. Look at this, y'all. This is ridiculous. Wait till you see this. Well, here, let me turn the volume up.
I used to tell people.
That's my first video. I was scared as I don't know what.
You can go to UCLA, you can go wherever, but
I guess the shades help that.
No, those are prescription glasses.
I met so many people from traveling. I met so many people from doing the things I've done that it's just been amazing.
And I'm gonna turn it on.
What I try to tell people,
no voice inflection. I'm just
is always dream. You know, you've seen some of my posts. I always dream big.
Y'all gotta go back
before
and
I go
watch
any further. Let me
just go back to the oldest video. You can see it. That's my very first video. How many views did I have? 192, 193. It's not a lot, man. And that alone would make you quit. I'm just gonna tell you, man. My first live stream, Lisa, on Facebook is the only video I've deleted off my channel where I wasn't out partying. I've deleted a couple of those, but it was such a failure. I took it off Facebook. It wasn't even on YouTube. It was echoing. It was a mess, and I took it off. And Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV, he has about 30-something thousand subscribers. Last time I checked, he told me, bro, you got to go live. And I'm going to talk to the people that are working towards monetization. I went live.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, I'm not going to stop this live until I had the watch time, but I didn't have the subscribers. And I forgot how long the live was. I don't even remember the title for it. And when we hit 1,000 subscribers that night, and Dwayne texted me, said, hey, bro, you there? I think I hit 1,003 or something like that. In the middle of the live, I broke down and cried like a baby. You would have thought, I don't know what you would have thought, but I didn't care. I didn't turn the camera off. I didn't do no avatars. I just sat there and cried until I felt like I was tired of crying. And I came out, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm back. Because I thought about all the hard work, the videos with 12 views, the video y'all just saw. I can't figure out the thumbnail. Why this video got 16,000 views and it's the worst thumbnail. All these emotions. Same when I got the Meet and I Channel of the Year award. I was in the house by myself and I'm like, man, I cried like a baby again. And I'm not afraid to say that because it like Lisa just said, it's so much work that's put into this, and you don't have to let it consume you, but you're almost not human if you don't put this work in. And when you have some type of accomplishment, it's just a matter of time. Lisa, you have what, 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers now?
Working towards 8.
Working towards 8. Matter of time before she hit 10. I don't know how she's gonna feel when I hit 5. I don't know. I might go rent a space shuttle. I don't know. I doubt it. I can't afford it. But I'm saying that I celebrate all wins. I get one new subscriber. Somebody go know. I might put it on Instagram. Hey, we got one. I don't do that, but celebrate your wins. Don't make all the wins have to be from 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers. Lisa was just talking about 7,000 subscribers. Now she's talking about 8. So let me look at this here. Lisa, you have anything else you want to cover or?
Nope.
Any funny video? I mean, you already told us that.
I feel like I should have been over here being a little bit more productive, but it's nice to be just to chat about this stuff. And this is something like this chat wouldn't be going on my channel. So it's nice to talk about it.
Oh, you could. It wouldn't be going on your channel. Oh, why not? Because it's not stocks and
yeah.
And that's why I'm doing it on Point Blank Experience. I was going to push it out, but I'm like, I don't want to keep doing that. I told you when I reached 50, I was excited like it was a thing. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get ready to raise up. It is the last call. Last call for comments. It's been great. I had no idea how this was going to go.
I was texting Rob before the show.
Yeah, like she was like, I don't see the.
I guess Rob didn't get the hint. Like maybe I should invite Lisa.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought about it, but you can't hint around. Just tell me what you're saying. Because I was like, maybe she can't find the link. You were talking about the link to be a co-host.
No, I was just talking about the link in general because it was on. You had it on Instagram, but I think you had it on a different channel, and then I went to that channel.
Yeah.
Tip. Wait, can I give a tip? Can I give one tip, and then I'm gonna say goodnight?
Yeah.
When you put this in your YouTube story, not YouTube, when you put this in your Instagram story, can you make sure you put the link so we can just click on the link from right there? You cannot.
No, because the reason I don't is because I'm monetized on Facebook. And when they shifted over to Facebook, for some reason, Facebook would unmonetize me or demonetize me.
Oh, okay. You have a reasoning. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I quit.
Okay.
I'm hoping that people will say, even today, I put a little arrow up there, Point Blank Experience. I'm hoping they'll say, this is not too much. I remember when we had to walk to school. I remember when life wasn't so easy. All I got to do is go to YouTube, type this in and click it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I genuinely couldn't find it. And yeah, you got a lot of channels going on, but good night.
But the channel is always at the top. But thank you so much, Lisa, for joining me and making this easier than it ever could have been. Thank you a lot. I appreciate it.
All right. Good night. And I'll try to make sure to catch the replay on House of X on Friday.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'll check out the other one. Hey, y'all, man, it was great having Lisa J. Stocks. I am going to get ready to end this. We got 6 real homies still in the crib. Hopefully, y'all got some good info tonight. And please don't take this as us talking about us. We're just telling you, we have to tell you our journey to try to help people. We don't know everything. And when I say we, I'm speaking of Lisa and myself. We could take everybody in this live stream that are content creators, and we all don't know everything. But if we continue to brainstorm, if we could continue to collaborate over compete, it's a lot easier. Once things got a lot better for the entire Points Blank network was when the alliance, you'll see sometimes I may be in a live stream and I'll put hashtag the alliance. That's because it could be Keeping Up with the Griffins, Meet and I, Your Favorite Couple, Catherine Culture, Kayla Moore. These are content creators. We started this years ago, back, I want to say 2022, where we decided to collaborate and we had a plan and it worked. and it's still working. And we talk outside of YouTube. We talk about things that aren't related to YouTube, but it was a collaboration and it was all created because we got together in Dallas and no one talked about how many subscribers they had. No one cared. No one had worried about who had more views or more watch time or who was monetized, who wasn't. No one cared. It was just a bunch of content creators that wanted to be better. And that's all I'm saying here. We're going to get ready to raise up. I do see some of the comments. Thank you, Just Asking. Appreciate you. Says great live. And it was great and informative. And I'm still not going to commit to a series. The plan was to possibly do this a couple times a week. I will go into that if I can identify people that's going to be here beforehand. Thanks for Lisa coming up tonight and helping out. And that's what I want, different perspectives. I don't want to sit up here twice a week, once a month, talking about my journey. That's why the title is Your YouTube Journey. I know what my journey is. I want to help people with their journey. And that's, we always hear these cliches, reach one, teach one, and all that good stuff. Well, I want to reach one and teach one, and I hope that one reaches another one, and the ball keeps going. So that's why you're seeing this. We're going to get ready to raise up. This is the most education I've gotten since I've been on YouTube. Wow, that means a lot. We keep getting comments like that, Mr. and Mrs. Nichols. We're going to keep bringing the heat. We're going to keep bringing, I said at the end of 25 and 26 is about the viewer experience. I've had my fun. I've done the Rod experience, and we're on the Points Blank experience right now, but it's about what are the viewers getting out of it? If they're not getting anything, your boy's not dropping it. It's just how I'm rolling. Thanks, Rod. I appreciate it. I hope everybody have a blessed and prosperous rest of your evening. Hope y'all, what is this, hump day? Wednesday, only got 2 more days left. And if you work this weekend, I know what that's like. So just hang in there. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, more fire, more knowledge, talking to you either about how to travel with little or no money out of your pocket on Points Blank Finance, how to invest with a little money, and showing you my journey on investing with Rod. And on this channel, it's easy. It's real talk from a point blank perspective. It's more than a YouTube channel. It is an experience. Tap in this Friday. I will be on House of X Entertainment. And as I end each and every live stream, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you. And until the next time, y'all have a good one. I'm going to get ready to raise up once I throw this on, and I'm going to holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good one.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause,
much
no,
love,
I push
y'all.
play.
Peace. We out of here.
I won't stop till I make a change.